Listen,
y'all brothers, man. Let's do
trying
it.
to tell, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, like that clip, like the reason why I want to play the clip is because that's how funny that shit is. Like the joint is, you've seen it before, right, Chaz?
Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was crazy because it was like they was dumping the clip at each other, but it was so calm. It was so chill.
It was real.
You never would have thought something was wrong. But they was like, basically, nigga, you a nigga. Nah, nigga, you a nigga.
Shoot, I like to think Ahmed didn't know Ron was about to call. I feel like they put him on the spot. They were like, "Hey, real quick, man, we got a phone call real quick. We need you to take."
Yeah, it was a lot of shit going on around that time, man. Was Russo around?
That was Russo had just got into power.
You know, the magazine niggas. So yeah. They was doing their thing though. What was
LimeWire, like a talk show for the Graps for WWE?
It was like a little Saturday morning joint. Yeah, a little Saturday joint.
The shit Austin was on.
Yeah.
I missed everything.
Dwayne was in studio one time for a live wire when they was doing a profile on Dwayne. Yeah.
Oh, when he had them weak ass sideburns. Yeah. Yeah. It was nasty, man. Nasty. Look, man, give me 1 second, real quick, man. I'm trying to, because Twitter has now got it to where like you got to do the most just to repost that you live. You know what I mean? So like,
that's so fucking weird.
I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened, but we about to get these views.
You goddamn right.
We about to get these views. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. First, before we even hit the intro, man, I know we're waiting for Julio. I just want to say, man, it's really good to see y'all.
Yeah,
man, y'all looking good, man. Black History Month. You know, we got some left.
Yeah, man. We got a couple bullets in the chamber left. We still got a fighting chance.
Yeah, man.
Yo, it was funny, man, because somebody at work today was trying to explain to me, like, we were talking about the Michael B. Jordan Delroy joint, and man, like the conversation did not go good because there was nothing that they were telling me that was going to make me feel any type of like sympathy towards the matter of the situation. You know what I mean?
I'm assuming he was the other shade.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta understand.
Yeah.
You have to understand. Goddamn.
I don't have to understand shit. I know what I heard.
Look, when you see my man Delroy looking upset like the way he did, man, like you an enemy of life. You an enemy of life. Hold on, man. Let me get my man in here real quick.
It's the almanac.
Yo, you see the levels is good. The levels is good.
I've never seen you wear that jacket.
Enjoy wavy.
So don't leave it around, Julio, and don't ask how I'm gonna get it. Just don't leave it around. Oh, he froze.
New York City rappers learned something today.
Hold on, it's a lot
of how I see it.
A lot of good.
I hear you. We hear you,
brothers. Let me see what's going on here. Hold on.
You froze. Niggas hit you with that Sub-Zero.
You know me.
Nah,
it's that blizzard. I know.
It's that's crazy. That's Sub-Zero.
Yeah, you.
It's that blizzard. Yeah.
That blizzard. Well, just having this image is good enough for me.
Shoot, bro. Look, Julio, if you can hear me, man, there we go. I was
gonna pop back one day.
He did it for me. Y'all, before we do the intro, y'all got a question of the week? We haven't done one in some time.
Oh man.
Question of the week.
Do you come in hot or come in cold? That's not the question of the week, but that's the question of the week.
Whoa,
There's a lot going on. We're talking about the BAFTA situation. I got another situation on my mind.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But
that's the crazy thing. I was about to
I got one. We mentioned Dwayne. I got one. And if everybody could tap in, you know what I mean, send y'all comments through. You dig what I'm saying? And we're gonna talk a lot more on Sunday. However, I think the question of the week right now for Tuesday, February 24th. You know, we black people, right? We watch this wrestling thing. We've watched it throughout the years and all of that. You know, we love a good heel, right? That's the reason why people fight. When we see people fight on the street, it's the reason why that's happening. Somebody was offended and they're there. Justified or not. However, wrestling portrays that in their stage. Question of the week. Let me move along. Question of the week. What is your favorite like name you heard someone be called in wrestling? That was like offensive.
Ooh.
Yo.
Ooh.
I just think it's topical. I wasn't trying to come in too hot, like, yo,
Not too crazy, not too crazy.
Ooh.
Kevin Nash. Like, I didn't want to do that, but
So I've been watching a lot of Jim Crockett lately.
Oh my God.
Crockett, the 86 joint, man. And my man Pistol Pez Watley, man, he called somebody a jive turkey. And when I tell you, I got so elated, you know what I mean? Because you don't like, because you think like I saw a tweet somebody put. I thought the timing was perfect. They were like, "That's the problem with society. We're not calling people jive turkeys enough." And I was like, "Yo, that's facts." And then I put on a little hour joint, and he's doing a promo, and he's like, "Let me tell you something, you jive turkey." And I was like, "Yeah, talk to him." Yeah, yo, shout out to Pistol Pez, man.
People don't understand. Jive turkey was a fucking cuss word back in the 70s, early 80s.
it exceeds everything.
What? You got
You
called a
can imagine.
jive turkey?
To be honest with you, man,
There was
like,
a sucker on the end of it too. When it's real.
Yo, like, remember, at one point, calling somebody a sucker used to get you stabbed up.
Alone. Still.
Yo, you remember the movie The Education of Sonny Carlson, right?
Yeah.
They in the hallway. He was like, "It's your best bet, sucker." my man turned around. He was like, "Hey man, I got your sucker."
Exceeds decades. Y'all just saw Mark and Queens flip.
Come on.
I got your sucker.
But that's one of them ones though. For me, like when Book became that man, like that was one of them ones. And they was on that Harlem Heat, all of that. And I've heard some shit. We've heard ass clown, jabroni, panty waist from fucking Dr. Steve. I forgot panty waist was a thing. I forgot who was using it.
Yo, that's nasty.
Panty waist is crazy. Panty waist made it the Cartoon Network. That's Cow and Chicken. But Turner, you dig what I'm saying? So anyway, but no, sucker is crazy. That Booker T intro. Can you dig it? Sucker.
Yeah, I think that's
like niggas, yeah. Y'all all like, and we gonna talk about it. It's still Black History Month too. He was talking that shit though.
You ain't nothing but a jive turkey, nigga. Damn.
Look, there was a period like me and my homies. We were like real big on like. I think with like one day we watched Dead President for some reason, and there was one part Lorenz Tate walking down the street, dapping everybody up. He was like, "What's up, baby? What's happening?" And then he was like, "All right, Cat Daddy." And I was like, "Yo, that shit is so fly." I was like,
Daddy.
"Yo, you imagine going up to like your homeboy and be like, 'Yo, what's happening, Cat Daddy? You all right?'" I'd be elated.
That's essential 70s term of endearment.
I'm telling you,
brother
Cat
to brother.
Daddy,
Yeah.
you the flyest of the fly. You cool with everything. Cat Daddy. Cat Daddy.
God. Or imagine you about to run like you and your homies about to run the fade, and somebody's like, "Hey, yeah, go in the building right here, man. The almighty D-Mac, the legend, the God, the great, the GOAT himself, man." That's a solidification.
Mac perfect to bring back Cat Daddy. So that's
easily. Mac perfect to bring back all the 70s slang.
Yeah.
I just need a video of Mac going up to somebody and be like, "What you looking at, sucker?"
That's the accent is going home.
It's gonna be perfect, man.
He called you a bitch, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you gonna move. That's crazy.
Hey, look, man, you can't top that, man. Let's hit the intro real quick.
veins, baby. It's in my blood, you understand? Since kindergarten, since I was about this high, I've been watching wrestling.
Watch this. This ain't the pod for the gossip kid. BGW watch list. Black guys, civilized them 85s. Acknowledge the nerd that knows with the vibe. If you catch my live, Scotland goes live. No logos, bell to bell. 5 leave for the leave it off the list of them holy grails. Speak raps with Chaz and D-Mac. 3 count on D-Mac. Telling bars to relax. Watch this. The watch list. Black guy. Watch this, the watch list. Black guy.
So I definitely almost hit end stream. Like I was trying to get the regular sidebar back, and I was like, oh, whoa, before I hit, I was like, let me stop my fingers real quick.
That was the quickest watch list we ever had. Yeah, go watch it on your own. We'll talk later.
Yeah, that was Godreal, like, you jive turkey. Yeah, that's what you get. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show for the sickos, the highest level conversation in professional wrestling, the watch list, where we break down the best of the best, the worst of the worst of this that we watch called professional wrestling. Coming in first, it is me, your poetic professor, Scotland Underwood. Good to see everybody.
Yes, sir. Coming in second, 5th chair BGW. You already know what's going on. Lorenzo Pierce, AJ Styles P.
Salute.
It's about to be one of them ones tonight, y'all. Welcome.
Come on.
Coming in third. Ladies love Cool C.
Come on. I feel like that's the best nickname we've came up on this podcast.
All you.
Yeah, I feel like
all you.
One. Oh, hold on.
Absolutely, give it up. And he doing this on Twitter. Sheesh.
That's how you know we back in the block.
That's how you know we back.
We back on the block, and of course we waiting on the GOAT himself, man, Heartbreak Julio, having a little technical issues, but neither here nor there. Salute to D-Mac, Nolo, Cheevers. You know, it's the BGW contingent. Yeah, gentlemen, we here to talk. Like, you know, normally we watch like a match, watching an event. We talking about something so important, and I don't even think important is the right word, man, because I feel like that's understating the significance that this brother has had on professional wrestling. We are talking about the career of Ron Simmons. Let me tell y'all something, man. Listen. Listen. As I was doing my research for all this, right? I just like, you know, I feel like when you hit a certain age, like you start appreciating things a little bit more and more.
Yes, sir.
I've already appreciated Ron Simmons, but doing this deep dive, and I feel like by the time we get to the end, I hope this is for everybody, but like Ron Simmons might be in that category of like the most influential wrestlers of all time, and we just don't discuss it as much.
Oh man, if you're looking for a reply, I think you're absolutely correct in that assessment. We're gonna mention a few names here tonight.
Absolutely.
But it's been said by several in the business from doing my research, Scott, if you will. We all know what's going on. We all see the generations. We all know the talk. We all been there. And we all know influence and what influence is done and who those influential people are. But I was told through the research that I've done, several in the business has said that the Steiner family accepts Ron Simmons as one of their own, for whatever that's worth, right? And we can have much more conversations about whatever. And
I like how you put the preference on it.
But I found out through my research that Ron Simmons, and we could talk about a lot of different camps, the dungeon, We talk, and we have talked about it. Scott's talked about it. Chaz talked about it here. Nolo's talked about it. Max talked about it. You dig what I'm saying? Julio's talked about it. It's but when I heard that, I'm like, that hits home a little bit different. I never heard that until this year, 2026.
Same here.
So yeah, he up there. He's
damn. That's all right.
Brother, did you switch hats?
I was waiting.
I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I was like, the hat fire. The hat is fire. Don't get me wrong.
No better time.
Thank you.
No better time.
But you know, as we do with the watch list, it's our job to paint a picture of like why this person is influential. Why did we select this for anything? And you know what I mean? Like I said, we got to
Matt doing peanut gallery commentary is my new favorite trope.
It's been missed, man. It's been missed very dearly. Hold on, is my man? We good?
Okay, let's see. Let's see. HBJ, you with us?
So I'm Chaz, I'm still in your gimmick and I'm doing bad at it. Right? So let's start there. I'm still in your gimmick and I'm let's start there. I'm still in your gimmick and I'm bad at it.
He working.
Come on. Brother, how you feeling, man?
Hear me?
We good, man. Yeah, we good.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Damn, y'all smiling. Yo.
This is definitely
y'all hear me?
This is definitely
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm telling you, man, this is that. this is racism trying to work at it. It's fine. You're trying to talk this black excellence, man. They slow.
I'm gonna talk about Ron who?
No, we back.
We good?
I think we good, Almanac.
This is the way.
We go. All right, that's all good.
Okay, bet.
So, as we were saying, it's our job to, by the end of this podcast, to have you think about Ron Simmons maybe in a different light than what you already think about him. You know what I mean? There's not much we can say about that man's accomplishments, and we're going to break down each one of them as we go along. But it is very important to state when it comes to somebody like Ron Simmons, and when I say one of the most influential wrestlers of all time, like we got to even break down that aspect, right? Because you look at the definition of a power wrestler, right? Power wrestlers, you look at somebody like today, like an Obafemi, a powerhouse, Royce Keys, powerhouse Hobbs, like a Brody King, right? And we talk about the Vaders, Bam Bams, whatever. I don't think there has ever been a better power wrestler than Ron Simmons, because Ron Simmons made the shit believable, right? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's rewind it back. Tell me about the very first time you ever got introduced to the name Ron Simmons.
Low, jump us off.
First time I got introduced to the name Ron Simmons, I'm watching an episode of Monday Night Raw. About 5 going on 6 years old. And it is this faction on the TV called the Nation of Domination. And I'm running around the crib and I'm talking to my pop, I'm talking to my brother, I'm talking to my mom, I'm talking to my sister. I'm like, yeah, D-Lo, like Faarooq, talk all that Faarooq shit. You dig what I'm saying? But my brother, you dig what I'm saying, who, much like y'all, WCW'd out. My brother and my dad is like, no, you gotta tell him. So Raw. Next thing, the last time I looked at the TV, like Wings or some shit was on. Like Monday Night Raw went off, and I had to go to bed after this story. Okay. They told me who he was. My brother again was a big football fan, big college football fan. Talked a little bit about that. Him and my dad just going back and forth. And they just start talking about like Ron Simmons and the Philadelphia Civic Center and Doom and Halloween Havoc 1989. Yeah, I mean West Philadelphia Knights and bro. My brother used to call me Big Head. That was his name. He was like, yeah, Big Head. Like it came on TV, you know what I mean, like a couple weeks later, but like Ron Simmons became the first WCW World Heavyweight Champion a week after you was born. August 2nd, 1992.
In this game than Philadelphia Low. I just want to put that out there.
I'm sorry, Chaz.
There's no better storyteller in this game than you. Put that out there.
Hey,
that was pretty good. That was pretty fucking good.
I'm here all week. However, but I'm like, damn. And at this time, it's like, they saying, the Olympics is on, it's the dream team out, and we're gonna get back to that time too. And but that was the first time, and they just telling me the story about the match and just like, I mean, the power slam and I'm just like, damn, like, well, where the tape at? I mean, Jules and I'm like, where the tape at, man? Like, but I ended up seeing it about like a few years later, some way, somehow. I think my brother was able to get the tape and all that. We saw it, watched the match and all of that. Baltimore, Maryland. You dig what I'm saying? Seeing the reaction. So this was a few years later that like the story continued when I finally was able to see the match for myself, being like 8 or 9 around that time. But that Monday night, man, in around like 1997. Yeah.
Julio, my brother.
I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted at this camera. I'm disgusted at this laptop. I'm disgusted at this microphone. I'm disgusted at this blizzard. I love y'all brothers. That middle finger was for my laptop.
I get it.
We knew what was going on.
Yeah, I understand.
We know your heart. We know your heart.
Chaz, like I said, I'm stealing your gimmick and I'm doing a bad job. Don't let that go over your head.
That was clean.
Bad job. I'm stealing your gimmick. I'm pulling up late and it's no swag. It's no aura to it. It's just.
I ain't gonna say all that. I'm not gonna say all that.
Man, you good.
The fit is clean. I want that jacket. Just let you know that right now. The fit is clean. Did he freeze again? God damn it.
It was nasty work.
Nasty.
Well, look. The first time I saw Ron Simmons, I remember this as clear as day. It was like literally the end of March 1994, and it was a Sunday. It was WCW main event, right? And I remember him coming out, and I remember he came out because he had a shiny jacket, a little ring jacket he was wearing, and green tights. And I remember the crowd was booing on. I was like, I remember asking my dad, I was like, what's wrong with his hair? Because his hairline was pushed back, right? I'm 4 years old. I don't know what I'm seeing. I'm like, who is this guy? Right. And I remember he wrestled the Big Boss Man, WCW main event. The match is clean on YouTube. Right. And I remember thinking like, yeah, all right. You know what I mean? Like this jacket's stupid. His hairline pushed back, but them green tights are fire. I'm gonna pay attention. Right. And then went to Blockbuster not too long after. My mom got me Halloween Havoc 1991. Right. And on the cover, if you remember the 91, I should have took a picture of it. It's Ron Simmons and Lex Luger. And I remember thinking like, yo, like that seems like I'm like, these two look superheroes. And I remember there's a point before the match where they do this, like it's Ron Simmons. He's back in Florida State. He's training. He's running up the steps, running the field. And I literally thought, I was like, yo, this dude is a superhero. I was like, this is not the guy I just saw on WCW. I was like, that's not this. I was like, this guy right here is a superhero. and from that moment on, man, I was just like, yo, I rock with this guy. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is the guy right here. That was the very first time I ever saw Ron Simmons, man. Crazy turn of events. So the first time
for me was like Philadelphia Low. But I saw him as not. I didn't even get the chance, the pleasure of seeing Nation Domination. I was introduced to him with APA, which is not a bad thing. He did his thing with APA, of course. And then, of course, the next iteration when he did the whole damn thing and became a stalwart, not just for wrestling, but for the black culture and wrestling mixed together. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he's a board member of Ashe. Okay. Okay. Anyway, that was the first time I got introduced to Ron Simmons. Was definitely Faarooq, along with help me,
Bradshaw,
thank you. But you know, as a kid that came into the game late to wrestling, I was not well beyond my youth, but I was just about to crack it to my day. So I want to say like 10, 11 when I first kind of came around to wrestling. And I was like, oh, this big black nigga. With it. Like, who was this?
Black nigga.
This my kind of get down. I like him. So, but you know, young, we didn't have the tools we have now, and I didn't have the acumen I have now to go back and do my own work. But boy, once I unlocked that chamber, it was never going back. When you talk, like you said, Scott, when you talk about influence, you talk about impact, and you talk about people who, we talk about things that age like fine wine, whether it's a match, whether it's a person, whether it's a gimmick. Ron Simmons has the legend of Ron Simmons has aged gracefully and like fine wine. He's a walking time capsule, because when you look at his career, the things that stick out, of course, the APA stuff, right? But then when you do a deep dive, it allows you to open up this whole world. Oh, he ran a damn near all black. Oh, shout out to Owen, but all black squad. Nation of Domination. Okay, then you go even further back, and then you find out about the WCW and him winning the title, beating one of Scott's favorites. You know what I'm saying, Vader. There's not anything that he didn't want to do, he didn't do. I want to say it like that. And now his career gets to really be celebrated, and we get the pleasure to give him all his flowers tonight.
Look, I need the almanac for this one, man.
Yeah.
Julio, your introduction to Ron Simmons, my brother.
I'm gonna try my best. I might have to switch to my phone. My
No
fault if
worries.
I'm cutting off. Y'all
No
can hear me?
worries.
Yeah,
I'm gonna switch to my phone, but I'm not right now. I'm gonna get my answer, but I just want to say while I got the good camera on, pardon my fresh. Holla at my boy A.O. Baker. I got the New York hat. You know what I mean? Snap back. You know what I mean? Shout, pardon my fresh. I just wanted to get this on the camera for my brother because he always show love and support the brand. I love pardon my fresh. Just wanted to get that away out the camera in case I gotta get on the phone. Ron Simmons, to answer your question, is like hip hop to me. I don't. Since my first memory, I just know of Ron Simmons. You feel what I'm saying? It's like a family member. Like Ron Simmons been around my whole life. You feel what I'm saying? So Ron, I like honestly, like I can't say because my first memory of him, I already knew. My first memory of him was that I can remember is WCW magazine, and it was a press conference, and it was just pictures of him and Lex Luger. And you just see in the conference, like Ron Simmons, Luger said something. I'm just going off the pictures, and then the people's trying to break it up. Then Ron's jumping over the table trying to get. I'm like, yo, who's this trying to wild on Luger? Like, I'm like, Ron is Ron Allen. Like, yo, who's this trying to get to Luger? Come to find out, I seen the video. Luger had said something crazy, but you know, it's all good for the story. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lex Luger who put Ron on. So that when you get that information, everything is smooth. You know what I'm saying? So I always seen Ron Simmons always was a like just a fixture going forward. Like again in the WCW pillowcase I had Ron Simmons, it's the Steiner brothers, it's Sting, it's Luger, and Ron Simmons. You feel what I'm saying? So them beating Vader. You gotta understand. Take away the black. I'm just going to the kid in the at like what was I 5? This guy beat my guy. The guy that my guy couldn't beat. He beat Vader. And Sting just got washed by Vader. Vader had the belt from beating Sting at.
Ah, damn it.
Not only was he a first black wrestler I've ever seen, but it was like he beat the guy that I thought could never be beat and slammed them and washed them. So it hit on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? Now we put in, as I get older with my fandom and I see everything and put the historical significance of it. It was crazy. I even remember when he debuted in WWF and he had the WOW helmet on. I'm like, why they got Ron in this WOW helmet? But Ron about to get busy. And then he washed my boy Ahmed. Ahmed bleeding through the kidneys and out the mouth going crazy. So I'm like, yo, man, Ron Simmons like water, man, like hip hop, man. That's it.
No, facts. And like I said, you know, Ron Simmons, I'm not a football guy, right? I'm not, like I said, I'm not even going to sit here and pretend like I'm a big, you know what I mean, American football type of guy. But like, I didn't even really understand the significance of Ron Simmons in Florida State, right? We talking about I think he was number 9th in the Heisman race.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? What was my man's name? Bobby Bowden saying that's one of the greatest recruits.
Big Bobby Bowden. JR going never let you forget.
Never.
If anything I took away from this, JR going never let you forget that he played for the Seminoles. JR, and listen, I don't think JR was racist. I think JR didn't like Devon Dudley because he ain't played no football. Respectfully.
Hey, man.
He didn't know how to express it. He like, well, I don't like this. I do like black people, but I don't like this particular nigga. And then he's like, oh, this nigga don't play no football. Devon ain't got no running back in him, no line back in him, no O-line, nothing.
Tell you.
Tough.
50.
Tough.
This man was 19 right here. Look at that face.
19.
Look at that. You know what I mean? Like, he was, you know, I mean, just looking at the stats right here, like back-to-back Orange Bowl, junior, senior year. Like I said, he finished 9th in the Heisman voting. His jersey, number 50, is retired by Florida State. To get your jersey retired in college ball, come on, bro. He's in the 2008 class of the College Football Hall of Fame. Like, the accolades for that stands up. And I saw that there was a discussion earlier this week about, you know what I mean? Like, y'all saw the comments Tom Brady made about wrestling being cute or whatever.
I missed it. I didn't know nothing about
it. It's nothing significant.
We on you, Tom.
Tom,
we on you, Tom.
Tom don't.
We on you, Tom. If Vince was there, Eli would have been a hosting Raw so fast.
Come on,
Vince, Eli would have been hosting Monday Night Raw. Facts.
Look, yo, the Manning brothers in world class. Come on, dog. Come on. And Eli in USWA. No, come on, man. But the conversation always takes place about football players and their transition into professional wrestling. And when I say, like, if you look at the lineup of, you know, people that played either college ball, pro ball, and their transition into pro wrestling, like, it's literally a who's who. The Funks, Tito Santana, Tully Blanchard, Stan Hansen, Lex Luger, Vader, Mr. Hughes, Ron Simmons, right? You know what I mean? Like, the transition into pro wrestling, like, you know what I mean? Because it's such an insane pipeline, right? What you got, Julio?
Now I was just acknowledging the tribal chief. My fault. Go ahead. I ain't gonna cut you off. I was acknowledging the tribal chief.
In his cousin,
Georgia Tech.
Yeah, you know, Joe and Hawaii. But you know, Ron, then I think he played, you know, he got drafted or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then he goes to be trained by Hiro Masuda. If you know Hiro Masuda was responsible for a lot of Florida come-ups. Most notably, the story of him breaking Hulk Hogan's leg. You know what I mean? The test if Hulk Hogan really had that dog in him. But then, like I said, Ron Simmons making that transition into pro wrestling. He is immediately thrusted into the tail end of Jim Crockett Promotions going into WCW. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to skip over this part, right? But just because, like, the early stages of Ron Simmons in WCW, like, he wasn't anything significant. You know what I mean? Like, he would have a little couple great matches or whatever. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he teamed with Eddie Gilbert, had a U.S. title, tag team title feud with the Sheep Herders.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nothing of significance for Ron Simmons. But 1989 comes around, right? And 1989 is a significant year for Ron Simmons because it was in the spring. He teams with Junkyard Dog, you know what I mean? Another legendary person that we could do a deep dive on. But he teams with Junkyard Dog. He turns on Junkyard Dog. So then Ron Simmons is now a heel, right?
Crazy
but,
shit.
But the prelude to that is they need somebody to feud with the Steiner brothers. They need a big tag team to feud with the Steiner brothers, right? At this point, Rick and Scott had just finally started teaming together. We're going into this storyline where Rick Steiner has this fan by the name of Nancy. You know what I mean? Nancy, you know, is infatuated with Rick Steiner. But then, you know, the true colors come out, and then we're now introduced to Woman. You know what I mean? The late, great Nancy Benoit, so, you know, God rest her soul. And Woman is talking about she is going to bring the doom to the Steiner brothers, right? And it's Halloween Havoc 1989 that you see the debut of two niggas in mask.
D-Block.
Come on, man. Come on. Now, real quick, do y'all know how hilarious it is that you put a mask over Ron Simmons and Butch Reed when I think there was only 4 active black wrestlers signed to WCW at the time? You already knew who it was.
Oh, okay.
You already knew who it was. Like, look, hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me see. Did I take the picture? I want you to look at this. I want you to look at it. And you tell me, look at this picture, and you tell me, does any of these people look like Junkyard Dog to you?
Oh, boy.
Come on. Boy. Somebody take the mic.
Nah,
what we
Butch
think?
Reed look like 7 dudes from my hood right now.
Is that Ron on the left?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Face look like mashed potatoes in that mask. God damn.
Bad mask. We're gonna keep it.
I was gonna ask you,
mask.
Was this the time? So this, I'm assuming. When did Teddy Long get here?
Oh, shortly after this. After this. Like I said, I actually like the pairing of Doom with Woman, right? And I guess before we even talk about that, I guess it is important to state how important Butch Reed was to all this, right? Mm-hmm. Julio, if you could do me a favor, my brother, if you can talk about Butch Reed real quick and his significance to this tag team.
Butch Reed is really that guy. Black legend. He was started in Florida, I believe, as well. I know he had some significant time in Florida. Was a known singles wrestler in that territory. Very of the time, charismatic, great look to him. He would get busy. He even got some time in WWF, if I'm not mistaken. So Butch Reed, before the teaming up with Doom, had been around, got busy, was a person of significance. So, and Butch Reed was kind of like the OG. You feel what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, to think of it kind of like Kofi and Big E. You feel what I'm saying? Was like Ron and Butch Reed. You know what I'm saying? Because Butch Reed was already established, really like that, getting busy in territory, collecting checks, getting that bag, getting that chicken, doing what he. Yo, shout out my boy Crush the Crusher back in the building too, man. We let him fans.
Yo, so like,
and he know his fact. He an almanac too.
Oh yeah, he locked in, man. He locked in. Now, when it comes to the feud between the Steiners and Doom, right? You know what I mean? It was, you know, significant because we talking about this still that Southern wrestling aesthetic, right? You know what I mean? Maybe not to the extent of Smoky Mountain Wrestling, but, you know, obviously the play was that the Steiners were the baby faces and Doom were the heels. Before we talk about the unmasking low, do you think that the mask hindered them as a tag team in the beginning? Like, if you think if they had just came as is, no mask, or do you think that presentation was necessary to get to what they became in a few months after they lost the mask?
I mean, I think it might be a little bit of both, Scott. I think that the mask definitely, I mean, for what it's worth, for at that time, yes, there were only a handful of Americans on the roster, but it did provide a little mystique. And I mean, also, I mean, looking back on it, you dig what I'm saying? Because I had to do my homework. And then with women's involvement, I think it was chill. Yeah, I mean, it was cool, I think, for a little bit, but I think that the unmasking, definitely, I mean, we definitely spilled into some great bookings. You know what I mean? So I think it's a little bit of both.
And it's funny because they debut as a tag team on the Halloween Havoc. A few months later is Starrcade 89. And in Starrcade 89, they were trying something where like they were doing like a tag team round robin tournament and a singles round robin tournament. And I believe from the tag team side, it was the Steiners, the Skyscrapers, the Samoan SWAT team, and Doom. And Doom went.
I'm out. I'm sorry. I don't mean the who? The Samoan SWAT team?
Yes, sir.
Dude, that's a tough nickname.
Come on, man. Do the knowledge, man. That's
Say less. Say less.
Last time Jacob was an MLW. Juicy Phenol and Lance Noye, who's born in Allentown, Pennsylvania, by the way, Pennsylvania Ooze. They was known collectively as the Samoan SWAT team in MLW. So that's the thing they still kept up. So that bloodline, that shit is real.
Oh, yeah.
And Paul,
Paulie was the manager, 89. But I remember, deep. But when I was a kid doing my research, I was like, yo, why did Doom not win one match during this round robin tournament? I was like, why did the black guys lose to everybody? I was like, so you mean to tell me in the pecking order, the Samoan SWAT team was better than Doom? I was like, I can understand. In fact, I'm now just remembering something. The Skyscrapers weren't in the tournament. It was the Steiners, the Road Warriors, Doom, and the SWAT team. I think Sid Vicious got hurt, so he was out. But they then go to have a title versus mass match, I think in a Clash of the Champions, the Steiners against Doom. Doom loses, right? Mm-hmm. And then that's when the mask come on. And it was this big shock, like, oh my God, that's Ron Simmons. That's Butch Reed. It's like, nigga, who else would it have been? Come on, man. Like, don't insult my intelligence like that.
No. But if you outright have them as a tag team to kind of get back to the question, I don't know. I would like to imagine that a universe where that happened also.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yo, facts. But something happened, right? And you got to actually go and watch the footage of the time, right? So kind of like in the lead up and in the aftermath, the confidence that both Ron Simmons and Butch Reed got after the unmasking became unmatched. You know what I mean? Like they became literally a dominant tag team. Like Butch Reed coming down to the ring talking trash, Ron standing in front of people, hitting them with the flex, right? And you know, Ron Simmons had that energy, like, yo, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to me, right? Nobody gonna look at me, nobody gonna say nothing. And then they bring in Teddy Long as their manager. Julio, the importance of Teddy Long to the presentation of Doom.
More importantly, the importance of Teddy Long and them do-rags. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Teddy Long was the missing piece. Teddy Long completed this. Teddy Long made this a black fashion, a black tag team in every sense. Visually, look at this do-rag, multicolored do-rag.
Look at the do-rag.
The swag is unlimited in the do-rag.
Come on.
You feel what I'm saying? He got the jacket with one button because that was the
One
source.
button.
You know what I'm saying? Look
Dog.
at him. Look at him. Look at that boy. Doesn't that now look at that compared to, and shout out to women. We love women. God bless women. But a white woman leading two black monsters.
Not a good look.
Yeah.
Good look.
This fits
Yeah.
better. You feel what I'm saying?
Much
Yes.
better. Much
Teddy
better.
Long was groundbreaking at what he do. Referee to management. Does everything you could ask him to do. Utility man and a renaissance man more so. So Teddy Long was the perfect fit, the glue for Doom, and gave Doom a little bit of danger too. And he could bump around. So and all that heel heat. So like moments like where Doom had to do a lot of because women can't can't bump around like that compared to Teddy Long. Teddy Long took a lot of the heat too. So that was a great thing. So it kept Doom strong in a way too, because you would have Teddy Long do the bumping around, the heel work, and they could stick to being confident monsters. You feel what I'm saying? So Teddy Long was the final missing piece in the glue of Doom.
Just also to like add like a little history note, if nobody knows, retroactively, Butch Reed and Ric Flair hold the distinction of being the earliest 5-star match ever recorded by Dave Meltzer. And I feel like that don't get talked about enough, that Butch Reed can say he has the first 5-star match in the Wrestling Observer. I just wanted to bring that up. You know what I mean? Like,
Black History Month.
come on, man. Come on.
Dude, real quick, and this for hip hop, and this for Jules too. This for all of us. But that picture that was just up, and I don't know if you could put it back up, Scott. But I don't know. It's probably one of the the black casuals that kind of start doing wrestling content and wrestling memes, blah blah blah. But this was discovered by like somebody on the internet. I don't know if y'all remember the meme. If y'all go back minutes into this podcast, I had said something about D Block. Do y'all remember the meme where somebody said, "Yo, I didn't know that Styles and Sheik Luch was a tag team in WCW."
Yeah. Come on, man.
Come on. Man. Hey, wait.
I'm not gonna say who's who, but we have eyes for those of us that do, and they work. So it's like let's use our eyes and let's let them work. That was one of the greatest memes I've ever seen in my life. Black people are amazing. Shout out to Black History Month, Black wrestlers, Black people with the jokes, the memes, bro. That was the most perfect meme I've ever seen.
We are an unserious culture, man.
And the most serious at the same time. How about that?
We never fail. I think we got the phone. We got the phone tapped in.
Oh, we're on the phone. Oh yeah, we good now.
Yeah, we super good. We locked in now. I'm sorry.
Got the phone now.
I had to get that. Go to partofmyfresh.com, get the hats, tap in.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
We
Mom
here now.
back here
This is too great of a conversation too. So I didn't want to keep interrupting it. I appreciate y'all fellas working with me.
Absolutely.
Real quick, I want to let y'all Queens boys know my part of my fresh back here too. They you just can't see them. It's it's baseball season, so we we gotta lock in. Love y'all boys though, man.
Shout out to the family all day. The feud with the Steiners. Heavy hitting tag team wrestling, heavy hitting heavyweight tag team wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, what were your thoughts of the matches? You know what I mean? There's one aspect about Ron Simmons that I feel he doesn't get praised enough for. And like, once again, you just got to do the knowledge. Ron Simmons was an excellent seller to me. Like Ron Simmons knew how to sell. If you look at clips of the way he would sell like a Scott Steiner suplex or a punch, it was always crisp. Like he made it look like, yo, like he put the emphasis I'm stunned, I'm hurt. But what were y'all thoughts of the matches that they were having with the Steiners at this time?
That was my first takeaway. Amazing selling. Rick, I was watching the Capital Combat. Rick hits him like 5 minutes in with some chop, and he sold it like tons of bricks at him. And then it opened my eyes to, damn, Rick was selling too. Like, because you always hear the stories and you forget about the.
Damn it. Damn it. Every time he cooks.
I know. He be getting in the bag too.
Sidebar, because he brought it up. Rick Steiner with all that hair, I was uncomfortable.
Rick Steiner in general makes me Uncomfortable, man.
Okay.
That's nothing. That's
Okay.
nothing new. I'm like Julio get back in the swing of things. If you, but yeah, I mean, like I said, as Julio's getting everything together, what y'all think about, like I said, the continuation of the matches between the Steiners and Doom?
So the match that I watched, the Capital
Combat.
Thank you, Capital Combat. Like you said, it was just fucking massive heavyweights, blicky, you know what I'm saying? Boom bap. It felt like a New York boom bap kind of beat when you're watching Steiners versus Doom. It's what Big E says, meat. Big meaty men. You know, that was early that. And now that you say that, Scott, about his selling, that's even doper because, like you said, I didn't know that they held Ron Simmons in such high regard. So it kind of just ties back into, you know, when you have a chemistry or when you fuck with somebody in a ring, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna do what you can to put them on, whether that's a sell, whether that's making sure you have your moves on time, X, Y, and Z. Make sure you catch them on a high risk type move, whatever the case may be. But it was like you said, so Scott, sometimes I don't want that flippy technical shit. Sometimes I just want two niggas to fight. That's what you got in those matches, and that's what I got with that. It was like there's no, you know, what angle am I gonna get this ankle lock from? None of that. It's fuck you, let's go. And you need that. You need that in wrestling. You need that balance. You need, because again, at the end of the day, you still want to make sure that you're making this believable. Not to say that the technical on the high fly is not believable, but at the end of the day, if a nigga that works at fucking Sears then goes to a bar at 5 p.m. every day, decide, you know what, I want to get to this rap shit. When you see stuff like that, again, they're massive human beings, but there was no type of heavy thinking when it came to this. And I'm not saying that, I'm not using that as a term of negativity or downplaying. What I'm saying is that when it comes to wrestling and when it comes to the essence of it, bad versus evil, big dudes going at it, that still works. That still is a winning ticket. That's still a plug and play. That's still a, damn, we ain't got nothing going on. All right, let's make this work real quick. You can always either use it as your main or use it as your bridge to get to the next thing. But with these matches, it felt more than just a next thing. Like, you could tell this was gonna, again, like I said, age like fine wine, and we're gonna be we're talking about it now. You see what I'm saying? That's the significance of it. In 2026, we're still, even though we're talking about Ron Simmons, we're going here to the Doom versus Steiner brothers because that's how impactful it was.
Yo, Steiners, as I said at the beginning of this podcast, this edition of the watch list, highlighting Ron Simmons' illustrious career. Later on down the line, they, like I said, they consider him to be one of them, right? And whatever that means in the grand pantheon of wrestling. But when you look at these early 90s tag team matches between the Steiners and Butch Reed and Ron, like, this was like this is like foundational, like, for me. Like, when I'm watching those matches, feels like watching like certain matches in Japan. It's like quintessential American strong style tag team wrestling. And I feel like that's exactly what WCW was producing at that time. You know, guys of that size, but you would get some unexpected spots in these matches, right? Like, you would get certain test spots where, you know, Rick, you know what I mean, hit the ropes, and then Butch hit the ropes, and then boom, shoulder tackle. Then it's like, all right, cool. Then they hit the ropes again, and then like Butch hurdle over Rick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like, and then out of nowhere you see like Scott, like Rick hit a Hurricane Ron to like, on Ron. And that was one thing too about like the Ron Simmons selling. Like, it made the Butch Reed offensive that much more dope. When Butch Reed was on offense and when he was holding court. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, this is just quintessential. Like, I feel like this is like how American strong style tag team wrestling like was born at this time. And yeah, just like, you know, Tessa's strength, like the crowd was into these joints, like everything was believable. The size of these guys made it look like real fights. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I had the opportunity of seeing the Steiners in person a little later on. This is around like 96, 97, and seeing them against like a team like the Nasty Boys and like seeing some of those spots up close. You know what I mean? Like behind the barricade, like the motherfuckers wasn't no joke, man. So And I didn't see Ron until I saw, AP. I didn't see Ron live until much later on, like in person. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, man, those tag team matches is like they can scare a couple people if they haven't watched pro wrestling, because it's like these motherfuckers are large men. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it was, and I think that at that time too, American Gladiators is on TV. Like a lot is going on. So the Steiners was just like perfect for television at this time too. I just think the optics of these two tag teams at this time, it's like WCW is amazing, man. I don't know. I'm just kind of getting back into that bag, doing my research for this shit. It's just like, damn, bro, I wish I was couple years older, you know what I mean? But these matches, going back and looking at them, man, it's a great time.
Julio.
Yo, man. So y'all didn't hear nothing I said with the Steiners earlier, right?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my God. All right.
It's
So
all good. It's all good.
nah, it's not good, but the EP in me is going mad in my brain. But it's okay. So you could tell the respect level that both teams have for each other, and you guys touched on it, was the Steiners selling. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ron Simmons, that was one of the first things I noticed when I watched Capital Combat. It was like 5 minutes going in. I think it was Scott hits Ron with a chop, and Ron sold it like flair. You know what I mean? And it was like, and they had to gather themselves. And again, the greatness of Teddy Long gathering his guys. And it was just like little. Then Rick starts selling. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Because you always hear the stories of the Steiners and you kind of forget, like when you just going back through the memory, you got to really go through match after match. It's like, damn, they used to just run through guys. But no, these guys were giving the Doom. Every time, then I had to think back to every match they've had. Very given to each other. They always put each other over. And it's dare to say, Doom probably is Steiner's best rival.
Facts. Damn. I'm telling you, man, it's the government. They're trying to government. But like to piggyback on what he's saying, like you gotta even put it in the context. Oh, we back up. We back up.
It's a blizzard too in New York, so everything is crazy right now.
Yeah,
I'm not even where I need to be at, so I'm just disgusted. Did it cut me off again? Because they hating on me. They don't want me to be great.
They don't want you to be great, man. It's the government, man.
You are great.
Wait, hold up.
Oh,
Danish.
Best watch list ever.
Yeah, that's one of them ones.
Yeah.
Come on.
What up, Cat Daddy? What up?
Yeah, we talking that Steiner and Ron shit. Yeah, Mac had to pull up. Oh, I'll be back. I need something since Mac here. I need something. Hold on, I'll be back.
Sure, I'm about to go open the keg.
Wow. This just made the episode so much better for me.
Hey man, y'all go stop by the liquor store, get you some of that D-Max.
Of course he does. Of
course
he does.
My God.
What's going on?
The legend. What's up, baby?
Man, shit, I can't call it. I might spoil it, baby. What's going on, man? Give me 5 on the black hand side.
Oh my gosh, man! What is happening, man? This is good to see you. This is how you know this is a good episode.
It's good to be seen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We jump on this conversation, man. Ron Simmons, the Steiner brothers, Doom. You got any thoughts of Doom as a tag team? Ron Simmons, Butch Reed.
No, but
respect.
But I know y'all had talked about it earlier, but my first recollection of Ron Simmons was Faarooq, but it was with Nation of Domination, bro. But I was late in the game. I think he had like an Intercontinental. Did he have an Intercontinental title match against? No, he had a World Heavyweight Championship match against the Undertaker, dog.
Word.
Yep.
Ooh. And I was like, man, who the fuck is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, he coming in that bitch. Nation. I thought my Nation. I was like, oh shit. You hear me? And then I got hipped on to him a little bit later, but yeah, man, I wasn't really too familiar with him and Butch. That was in WCW, correct?
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Wasn't too hipped on to him right then. I was younger in the game, but bro was definitely a pioneer. You heard me? So
straight up, man, straight up. And like I was saying, the one thing I loved about Ron Simmons and Butch Reed as a tag team is like that veteran rookie tandem that they had, right? Because Ron was the more raw, physical, like smash mouth type, right? But as I think it was Lowe that said it, when Ron would get into that mode and then he would tag to Butch would always be the veteran and like slow the pace down, right? Real methodical, you know what I mean? Very the variety of the punches, you know what I mean? Like Butch was excellent at the psychology aspect. And I think that's what made them a great tag team. That's what made that balance, right? And then you pair them with the Steiners, right? The Lowe alluded to it earlier. So there's a famous story when it comes to the Steiners that like during this time, the Steiners just used to beat the shit out of everybody. Like when it came to like the jobbing tag team, the enhancement talent, they used to beat the shit out of them. They used to and then they would rib them. But they'd be like violent ribs, like the type of ribs like you would probably shoot somebody afterwards, right?
Yeah,
legit, right? And and it was like everybody was scared. Like if they saw their name up against the Steiners, it just became fair. And we talking about some of the top tag teams in the territory at the time. And I forgot who it was, but somebody asked Ron Simmons. They were like, "Hey, we noticed that the Steiners don't mess with y'all like that." And they were like the Steiners actually like they sell for y'all, they do all that. And Ron Ron didn't even miss a beat. They were like, Ron said it's because I'm unfuckwittable.
Facts.
You know how terrifying that is for somebody to be like, yo, they can do that shit over there, but they're not doing it here. Right?
Said that in the early 90s?
Yeah. You seen Ron? Show that picture again.
Hold on.
What they was doing with Ron? Show him the picture again. He need to remember what they was doing with Ron.
I'm pulling it up right now.
No, I'm fucking with the lingo, and that's what's because I didn't like what
they was doing with that.
Nigga like the
that's they belts right there too. That's they belts right there. Starters ain't have nothing for that.
And the black role model in the 90s sitcom, man. He like the nigga that tell the nigga to get a job, stop doing drugs. You hear me?
Yeah.
Black man.
Definitely would have been on Scared Straight.
I don't know.
Same stance too. Scared Straight.
I can imagine Doom making an appearance on 227.
Yo.
Doom on 227 is crazy.
Crazy.
Wow.
They were like
yeah. He said 227 with Jackie.
They was in DC.
They was with Jackie.
My bad.
You trying to have Doom around Jackie?
Come on, man.
Bro.
What you mean? That probably would have been the sister. Would have been a different sister. Yeah.
Right. Oh my god.
Different sister.
So
Black History Month.
It's always a win, man. So Doom wins the NWA tag team titles. They go on, you know what I mean, defend the titles against the Road Warriors, defending them against the Rock and Roll Express. And then they have a high prolific feud with Ric Flair and Arn Anderson, which I should have put this on the list, but that match is incredible too.
I'm about to put it on right now.
Yeah, no, it's Halloween Havoc 90. Great match. And like my man AO Baker said earlier, they were recognized as the first WCW World Tag Team Champions, right? Hold on real quick. Favorite Doom tag team match of all time. I mean, like I said, the Capital Combat with the Steiners might be my favorite. Yeah, to me.
Mm. I feel like the joint from like what's that, like March 1990? That joint.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that when Teddy had the zebra do-rag? I don't know. I might be getting my I don't know. I gotta go back, but I think March 90 joint. That's my shit. The polka dot Steiner singlets. I gotta go back.
Do you think Doom was broken up way too early? Because Doom ends February 1991. And I've always had thoughts on why they were broken up, but because it happened so abruptly. Like the way, if I'm remembering, they are feuding with the Four Horsemen. They have a great match against Arn Anderson, Barry Windham, Starrcade 90 street fight. And then Dusty Rhodes takes over the book. They have a match with Sting and Luger, but they randomly start talking about tension between Ron and Butch Reed, which I've gone through countless worldwide Saturday nights of this time frame, and there's no reference in the lead up to this particular clash that there was tension between Ron and Butch Reed. And then they fight the Freebirds, Wrestle War 91. They lose in 6 minutes, and then they break up afterwards. Do you think they broke up Doom? Like, can you imagine Doom had they continued?
Yes, I could see Doom. Doom would have been crazy. Doom probably would have led into like, to be honest though, it really wasn't much when you think about it, like the landscape of it with the tag teams in that era, WCW, they would have ran through everybody. It really would have been no competition. You know what I'm saying? They would have had to wait another like year for like Bam Bam to pull up with Dr. Death. You feel what I'm saying? But like outside of that, Doom would have, I could see why they did it, because you could tell they probably had their eyes on Ron. You feel what I'm saying? Because Ron being the younger one, and they probably was trying to just shoot it. But Doom would have went crazy. Doom would have definitely won a WCWS title from my man Chip and them. Would have definitely beat them. But that's what I'm saying. They would have just beat on the Tracy Smothers in them. It had just been bad. Steve Armstrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it happened at the right time. I think Dusty made the right play.
How long did they last?
They debut as a team in October 89, and they make it to February 91. It won't long. You know what I mean? It won't long at all.
Would you say it was impactful, though?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's all that
won the
matters.
belt, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, they did.
I was gonna say that's something you can't take away. They held the titles for a long period of time. I think 9 months. They are the recognized first WCW World Tag Team Champions. We still talking about Doom today. You know what I mean? Like, I'll even go as far as like we've seen a plethora of tag teams. I legit don't think there's ever been a tag team like Doom since Doom, right? There's been teams close, but like to see two powerhouses like Ron Simmons and Butch Reed, I don't think we've ever seen that. Man, like we've seen close, but like, and like I said, everything was so simple with them. Like they came out with the flamboyant manager. They rocking all black. You know what I mean? Like they were no nonsense. They were no business. But with that being said, you can clearly tell that there was something, a babyface run in Ron Simmons, right?
Yeah.
They go to him and Butch Reed, they go on to have a little feud, whatever. But now we start building Ron up for like Ron gonna be a main event player. And he has his first world title match, Halloween Havoc 1991 against Lex Luger. Now, Julio, you had brought it up earlier about Lex and how Lex helped Ron out, man. Can you care to elaborate on that?
Yes. Shout out to the Tampa Bay Bandits, man. They was teammates in the USFL. Shout out to, I'm here, Almanac, for a reason. Yeah. The Wi-Fi can't stop me. Don't let that go over your head. Blizzard can't stop me. I'm really like that. So shout out to the Tampa Bay Bandits. Lex Luger was like, yo, Ron was trying to look for some work. You feel what I'm saying? Luger was like, yo, try this wrestling thing out, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put you on my boy Matsura. I'm sorry, I pronounced his name wrong. Yeah, y'all know me. But hollered at the boy, and he was like, yo, go get with him and train him and get right. So then Ron was training with Matsura. How you say it, Scott? My fault.
Hiro Masuda.
Hiro Masuda, I'm bugging my boy Hiro. So he tapped in with Hiro, and he started to train him. So that Halloween Havoc really was special. Like at the time, we didn't know we was young, but that was Luger. Ron was Luger's young boy. You feel what I'm saying? So when you really look at it with that lens of like, damn, this is somebody I believe in. I'm a top guy. So when y'all be having y'all Lex Luger slander, y'all really be missing me with it. Y'all really be missing me with Lex Luger slander. And then after watching this match again, I don't want to talk about no Lex Luger slander. Lex Luger really was one of the best heel champions of all time. The excitement in this match, the drama in this match. 5 minutes in, JR, not even 2 minutes, JR was talking about the Seminoles. Ron came in the Seminole tights.
Burgundy.
He started quoting Bobby Bowden in one of these. He started saying a Bobby Bowden quote in one of these. I said, and he loved Oklahoma, so I was thrown off. I'm like, yo, this boy love football. I promise y'all.
Let me tell you something, man. Like, if you want to get Jim Ross excited on commentary, you put two former collegiate athletes in the ring in the main event.
Oh my God, he's having a ball.
Jim, he having an orgasm.
Jim
They don't think he Lee Corso.
Oh man,
not so fast.
JR got to see Lee Corso. They gotta have like a college football facts off.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that bitch on right now.
Come on, 91 Halloween having 91. I can send you the link too because I don't even think that's on. I just think that's on Netflix, bro.
Here's the thing too.
I'll send you
on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on YouTube now.
It's on YouTube. Okay, it's okay. Bet.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? I watched this match, and the first thing I thought was they would have been got Dusty Rhodes out of here if it was 2026. They would have been got Dusty Rhodes out of here. That's why it was a blessing it wasn't no social media. Because imagine we ain't have Dusty Rhodes because woke people were saying these stuff. Yo, they would have got Dusty out the paint.
Damn.
They would have got Dusty out the paint. When the way I see Dusty was swagging on him and Dusty was talking that talk, had the first off Dusty fit. He was round Ron, he was hype. So
there's two things I want to bring up. Number one, like shout out to our man Nolo Green.
Shout out Nolo, facts.
Greatest heel of all time, you know what I mean? But he brings up throw in an Oklahoma Slam. Go and watch Starrcade 92 because the main event is Ron Simmons versus Dr. Death. And Jim Ross on the call. Right?
He damn sure is.
Number two, because I think there's a lot of people that don't know this. Doom's last tag team match, the last time they ever teamed together was in the Tokyo Dome, 1991. And their opponents were Vader and Bam Bam Bigelow. Go tap in with it. Just think about that. Doom versus Vader and Bam Bam Bigelow. Come on, stop playing, man.
Yeah, don't.
But this match, this world title match, you know what I mean? Lorenzo, talk to me, man. As you were watching it, man, what were your thoughts?
We talking about
this is Ron Simmons and Lex Luger.
Halloween Havoc. Oh my God, man. So like that's the thing, man. Like with this type of wrestling that's like kind of that essentially predates me, I kind of look at it like it's like not for nothing, but I look at this shit like it's the Bible. You know how it's like we wasn't there for the Bible. And I'm not trying to blaspheme. It's not necessarily against the church, but more just so against.
Nah, it's bars.
Because if you think about it, the Bible is like the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's like the Odyssey. It's like a text at the end of the day, like really take the religion out of it. Bro, this shit was like too like it's like and that's the thing about Turner programming at this time. You got certain cartoons that's on Hanna-Barbera and you know what I mean? Like this is like the real life animations. You know what I mean? This is like the real life warriors like come to life essentially. Like, you know, we talked about American Gladiators earlier. But this match was very dramatic. I love Dusty. I love the Dusty swag. And yeah, very dramatic, very like high energy, like big fight feel, man. Like before Big Fight Feel was Big Fight Feel. You dig what I'm saying? But definitely just like a epic of a match, just about almost a half an hour runtime. You dig what I'm saying? Like this was one of them ones. This was like going back in time and being like, damn, this what these motherfuckers was doing. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's you know.
You never going to get me to disrespect Lex Luger like that, bro. Like Lex got classics.
Yeah.
Lex
classics.
Yeah, he one of my favorites.
Yeah, see that D-Max stamp of approval, no joke, man.
Yeah, man. that nigga Lex didn't give a fuck, bro. I fuck with Lex Luger, man. Take it.
When did this discourse start as far as downplaying on Lex Luger?
Nigga, Dave Meltzer, his bitch ass.
Oh.
Also, I'm gonna be real. A lot of people, we love Liz, man. We ain't know what was going on. The story ain't look too good when that dropped, when everything happened.
Yeah, initially.
Initially it was like, damn, Lex, what's going on? Lex, he get around you, and this what happened. Like, it was kind of that energy. I'm just keeping it a bit. At the end of the day, I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that was the energy of like, damn, Lex. But we love Liz. Yeah. Now you took Liz. We was like, okay, we seen that. You got Liz, and then it was like Liz was gone. And we was like, what happened? What happened, Lex? You know what I'm saying? But then it was also Lex being Lex too. So, you know, Lex always had that. People didn't fuck with Lex, like other wrestlers too. And that's when shoot interviews became popular. So then that became the narrative on Lex as well.
See, Chaz be asking the questions where we got to get grim for a little bit. It is hard to transition back into.
I'm so sorry. so sorry. Just an inquisitive nigga. That's all I can say. Because I'm like, damn, the way y'all talking. When did this shit start? Oh, yeah, right. I do remember the whole Liz Lex thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they were saying that, you know what I mean? But found out it wasn't even like that. She was just living her life freely for the first time and took it too far.
Yeah.
You know,
and Lex was doing what, and you know, those kind of relationships, unfortunately, it'd be a lot of dibbing and dabbling, and Lex doing what he do, she doing what they do what they do together, and you know, shit just went left, you know. So less up to them. You know, he's paying for it, his decisions. You know what I'm saying? So not too much on Lex, man. This Lex was incredible. The swing it back full circle. Lex was incredible in it.
Never, yeah. You know, like I said, you never gonna hear me say anything bad about Lex Luger, ever. But let's fast forward. You know what I mean? Because like I said, this was the first time Ron Simmons challenged for the world title, and you know what I mean? Like through the end of 91 into 1992, like Ron is at the top of the card, right? He's teaming with the big baby faces against the Dangerous Alliance. He has a great match with Cactus Jack, SummerSlam 90 or Super Brawl 92. But then we get to the summer and we get to August 1992 and we get to Baltimore, right? Now I'm gonna set the stage real quick.
Please.
Sting is the challenge. Sting loses the world title to Vader at the Great American Bash.
So, sidebar. I want to keep you going, but I remember I brought this to you. Yo, Vader used to put Sting through hell.
Not too much. Not too much.
Nah,
Vader that was a dark day. That was a dark Saturday morning. That was a dark Saturday morning.
Vader stayed messing things up, man.
Like he broke the ribs and everything. Yeah, he's putting.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't get the pay-per-view, so I had to wait till that next Saturday to figure out what happened. They showed our highlights. Sting, it looked like, and just from the highlights, it looked like Sting got no offense. To this day, I probably watched that match twice in my life because it just sickens me.
Yeah.
Vader just demolished my boy. It hurt my heart as a kid. It brings back childhood trauma.
I'm sorry.
That's real.
I'm sorry.
That's real, man. Because Vader used to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, man. He was
Hit him
definitely
bad.
Molly.
Bad. Bad. Through the blender. That was like when, like, I could imagine how a kid felt when it was like Brock and Kofi, like, or like when those big like brolic guys run through your boy. It hurts. It hurts.
I'm telling you, man.
Cena joint.
Yeah.
Yes. That was before that.
Yeah.
That was before
Sting,
that.
the only difference is Sting won't smiling at the end of the match. Screw it, bro. But so yeah, Vader wins the world title from Sting. Sting is to challenge Vader in August of '92 in Baltimore. But I think either earlier in the taping or whatever, Jake Roberts debuts, takes Sting out of the match. Right? Oh, look, Bob, look.
Damn.
Yo.
Yeah.
That might be a watch list in itself.
Facts are big. All day.
That was crazy.
That's facts and a half. That's facts.
That was crazy too.
Yeah. And
that
that
happened in my.
That was a garden
I
class.
did not know Bob had shooters.
Bob got hitters, man. Bob, one thing you're not gonna do. One thing you're not gonna do. You're not gonna disrespect Bob Backlund and get away with it.
That's a college athlete too, but he was on the mat.
Shoot, Bob Backlund would probably pull up. Yeah, Bob would probably pull up to tell you that you're wrong.
Hey, you got to name every president to talk to him.
One of my favorite like wrestling fan stories. Dude was like, he went up to Bob, asked him, he was like, "Can I get an autograph?" He was like, "Only if you could name all the presidents." He was like, the guy was like, "I missed one." Bob just walked away.
No funny shit. When I heard that story, I started naming presidents in my head.
So Jake Roberts takes Sting out. Sting is no longer able to challenge Vader for the world title. They do a lottery to determine who will challenge Vader. And the lottery victory goes to Ron Simmons. So now it's Ron Simmons challenging Vader for the world title in Baltimore, Maryland. And if you watch the matches, I think is only like 8 to 10 minutes long. But the crowd is electric. The crowd is electric. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like, I wish I could have seen this in real time because it felt like something big was about to happen, right? You just don't know what's going on, right? And the match is a great match. You know what I mean? Two powerhouses going head to head. And it's the last part of the match. Vader has Ron Simmons about to go for a power bomb, takes his time. He lifts Ron up. Ron's able to escape, hit the ground. Vader then goes to the ropes. He comes back. Ron hits him with the power slam.
Beautiful.
To me, before anybody in the comments says anything, the greatest call of Jim Ross's life, in my opinion. He hits him with a power slam. He's got him 1, 2, 3. And there's so many things you got to pay attention to in this particular moment.
Yes.
Because the moment he hits the power slam, I'm always going to point out to it. There's a little black boy that runs from the stands to the guardrail. And when he gets to the guardrail, at that point, by the time he touches the guardrail, the ref has already hit 3. And the fucking jubilation of this little boy, everybody around him stands up, but I'm so fixated on this little black boy and the jubilation of his heart. Man, shit got me. I got goosebumps right now talking about it. It is such a powerful moment because everybody stands up. Ron's reaction, you know what I mean? Like, he's slapping the mat, he's jumping up, you know what I mean? The crowd's going crazy. Jim Ross is going crazy on commentary.
It's some shit. It's some shit. The way that kid is jumping, the Emmett Magnum TA.
Yeah.
Like these images are crazy.
Shoot. But next to the black kid, there's an older white gentleman. You know what I mean? And he looks like Ole Anderson. So he's watching the match and he's got his arm forward, right?
Yeah.
When Ron wins, he stands up and he's like, yeah. Starts clapping, right? Ron Simmons winning the world championship. And at this time, outside of like your more so regional promotions, right? You know what I mean? Like you had Bearcat Wright. He won the WWA world title up in California. Bobo Brazil had won the NWA title, but it was never recognized. Shit,
Buddy Rogers too. They ain't want to take that away from Buddy Rogers, Scott. My bad. I just got to that during Black History Month.
No,
they did not want to. They put that asterisk next to Bobo. You dig what I'm saying? Because they did not want Buddy Rogers to have that L.
Yeah, you spitting.
So my bad.
No. There's knowledge that needs to be known. Ron Simmons becomes the first recognized Black world champion in professional wrestling, right? Especially on the magnitude of WCW, right? Talk to me, man. Talk to me. You know what I mean? Because we've seen the clip multiple times. You know what I mean? For me, it's the same reaction every time. I get so fucking emotional watching that match, and I'll get emotional watching that ending because you literally are watching history in the making. So whoever want to go first, your memories, your thoughts of the match, please take it away.
I watched it today. I've seen it a million times, obviously, but I watched it again today, knowing, I wanted to do my homework for tonight. And like you said, I think this is the first time I watched it during Black History Month, and I don't want that to go unnoticed because the energy of this month, it's topsy-turvy. But we still persevere and we still shine through no matter what. And that was kind of like the essence of what we saw with Ron Simmons in that win. I hadn't heard anything crazy up to I think Ron Simmons is one of those rare kind of individuals in wrestling where like they're just genuinely beloved amongst everybody, no matter the race, top guy, low. Like Ron Simmons seemed to command that respect without having to do much. Like I mean, him and Ahmed. That's another conversation. I'm pretty sure we'll get to it. But outside of that, I never heard nothing crazy. So to know that going in, and the match was phenomenal. Like I watched, and I was able to watch a grainy video on YouTube of the whole match. The match was great. So it wasn't like just like you said, Scott, you could feel something was coming. You could feel it. The energy was palpable, but even still, Vader wasn't just going to hand it to him. Like he made it when he won. It was believable. Like, oh yeah, this should have happened. Oh yeah, this needs to happen. And when it did happen, and when the win did come through, to see that young Black kid jumping up and down, to see that old man that had his arms folded, and he probably started jumping him down because he was scared of that Black kid. But that's neither here nor there. To see that, to see the all-around jubilation of this Black man becoming WCW heavyweight champion, to him having the damn near most of the locker room at that time come out and celebrate him. I got emotional today. Like I choked up because I'm like, I don't know what happened to that kid. I don't know where he's at. God bless him. But it's moments like that, especially for the culture where we need, and it fuels us and it feeds us and it reminds us this shit is possible, but we just gotta see it. Like we believe we can do it. I believe anything I put my mind to. But if you show me that it's real, that it's obtainable, that I can do it too, that changes everything. So Yeah, man, real nigga tis.
Man. I think it's a certain significance of like this happening in Baltimore. I think it's a certain significance of that. And the reason why I say that is because so I do a lot around, Philadelphia and this and that to the third and all of this and all of that. But just from a personal place, paternally, those folks are from North Carolina. But more maternally, as it pertains to Turtle Island, North America. But on my mom's side, the folks that are from South Philly originally, they folks is from Virginia area, and knowing that's pretty much like that's Mason-Dixon line, and what the Mason-Dixon line represents, and I don't know, and this wrestling thing, man, it's we talking about a certain history of it right now tonight, but we know the history of this thing. Even thinking about somebody like Bobo Brazil, you know what I mean, who started out as like a Negro League baseball player.
Yeah.
Think about the significance of that, right? But just just kind of getting back to this particular night. I just think it's something significant about this happening in Baltimore, Maryland. That's just on my heart right now. I don't know if that's ever really been said or spoken about, but yeah.
I don't know.
There's definitely a significance to it. Definitely a significance.
Yeah.
Special place, man. Special.
Looked like they was at the Royal Farm too.
The
Royal Farm. I don't know what it was called then, but I know it's called the Royal Farm now. I ain't never really watched this match in its entirety, but the feeling it gave me to know that he was the first black wrestling champion of any promotion ever, and seeing those highlights, seeing those clips, seeing him jump for joy. Now I'm looking for the little boy running down the aisle and shit now, because I never saw that before, but I'm gonna keep watching until I see it, bro. It was just amazing feeling because it's the blackest nigga in wrestling history, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's nobody blacker than this nigga.
That's a fact.
Nigga had a Jerry curl and everything. You was trying to play on my dog line earlier, but his line stayed at the same spot for about 50 years. So I think that's just where his headline at. You hear me? Like,
try to put that football helmet. You know what I mean?
And the process, and that process too. You hear me? Like it's, you know what I'm saying? You gotta comb the S curl back, let it sit there for 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna burn your hairline. No telling how many times he done did that to get the curl. You know what I mean? But my dog rocked it. You know what I mean? He was the first black heavyweight champion of any promotion, and it wasn't like he was the best representative of it. You know what I'm saying? He looked like black excellence. You know what I'm saying? He talked like it. He walked like it. You know what I mean? Even down to like every black boy's dream at that time and still currently to this day. My dog played collegiate football. You hear me? Don't know why he didn't make it to the NFL, because they said he was damn near defensive player of the year, some All-American in college and shit. Like, now that needs to be studied. Like,
that is very
No, he got drafted. He did get drafted.
By who?
Cleveland, I think, if I ain't mistaken.
Vader went to the Rams, right?
Yeah, Vader went to the Rams. I want to say Lex Luger played for Green Bay for a little minute.
So
he didn't get no tick.
So Ron was selected in the 6th round of the 81 draft by the Cleveland. He was cut that August.
He got cut, yeah.
He played 6 games for the Ottawa Rough Riders in the CFL, and then he got released before the start of the season in 82. Like Julio said, then he played for the Tampa Bay Bandits from 83 to 85.
God don't make no mistakes.
Yeah,
it was written. Shout out to Nas.
Literally,
but Mac, right? We didn't really see him in the NFL. Absolutely, we didn't get it.
That's an All-American. That's kind of like
it's crazy. Back to back Orange Bowls.
Yeah. But you know what? It's crazy because sometimes it don't correlate. Like we've seen it. Heisman winners, they get to the fucking league, fucking bust. So sometimes the shit just don't. It don't
But
click.
they be offensive players. It never
This is true.
be.
Yo, good point.
Be defensive players like
Good
that.
point.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
even if
you
they,
just be defensive player and you are All-American. Oh shit, you gonna fuck around and try to get the sack record next year. Your
You
first
right.
year in the league.
you right.
I also got to urge to shout out Charlie Ward, Florida
Charlie
State
Ward.
Seminoles.
Florida
Heisman
State
Trophy.
legend.
Just wanted to, you know what I mean? Florida State. Shout out Charlie Ward, man.
Shout out to Ward Dunn too for no reason.
Shout Ward
That's a
Dunn.
good cut. That's a good cut. That's the Michael Vick backfield.
Especially down in Florida State, man. They breed fucking athletes, man.
Yeah.
That's the 80s. When Prime get there, like late 80s.
Mm.
Florida
That
State.
right?
Yeah, about late 80s. I don't know. I'm trying to see if they was in school together, but
Who Charlie and
no. I'm talking about Ron and Prime.
Oh, the Rock.
Oh, Ron and Prime, got you. Oh yeah.
Prime,
Yeah,
okay.
got you.
Cause he got drafted what 90, right?
So you would have been out.
Yeah. Ron would have been out by then. But still though, like that was always one thing that intrigued me. But overall though, bro, like just seeing that and like, bro, it's like he looked like my granddaddy, bro. Nigga looked like one of my uncles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a wrestler.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Niggas I was looking up to was wearing face paint, blonde hair and shit. Nigga that don't look like me. He do.
Can I just point out too? The only counterpart, if I'm not mistaken, just off the top of my head, the only counterpart that he had as far as like black talent between the two companies, it was Ron Simmons and then it was Virgil.
Oh,
right.
Mm.
And I don't mean to disrespect the
Look at Chaz.
I don't mean to disrespect the good name of Mike Jones. You know what I mean? I want you know that's the meat sauce legend. You feel me?
God.
Right. But Virgil winning the world title, like that's not moving me. Right. That's not getting me off the couch. We not doing a Virgil retrospect in 2026 if Virgil wins.
Well, you know, portrayals are very important, Scott.
No,
what
It's not lost on me.
Let me tell y'all something.
Y'all
man.
was there, so
Y'all more than welcome to do a Virgil retrospect if you want to. I won't be here for that. I won't be here. For that.
Say he won't be here. We gonna have to call. I got no.
He's the what champion? He's the what
What's that?
legend?
Who?
He called himself that, Jules.
He's the what legend? Would you say he what? Would you refer to him as?
Yeah, the meat. That's what he used to call himself. The meat sauce.
The
legend.
what?
The meat sauce.
Go to Virgil
Oh,
Instagram.
Lord,
30 second, bro. We need a 30 second for that.
Wow.
And also
Looking for a
check this
flag
shit
in
He
out.
used to
Bro.
put God at the end of that in the last days. He was
Yeah.
Check this shit out though about Ron though. By my nigga Ron. Ron won it what 91?
92. Yep.
92. It took 6 years after that for another nigga to win in the big promotion. The Rock won his shit what 98?
Yeah.
First nigga ever, and then K Quick
And
won his shit 2000.
2000. Yep.
So like look at like from the disparity of that, you know what I mean? Like he led the way. I'm talking about blazed the path, you heard me? Had Jim Ross even cheering for that shit.
I just want to say, man, the Julio saying the reason why Jim Ross ain't like D-Fun because he played football.
That's the clip. That's the clip.
God, y'all gonna tell me that man racist? Go back to what you just said. That was the greatest call of your life. You think a racist gonna make a call like that? Well, you think first off, Ron might have been the first college world heavyweight champion. I don't know what's going on.
Correct. This before NIL.
Yeah.
This before. Yeah.
Devon ain't got. We ain't see Devon with no helmet, no linebacker. He ain't even do the pose. I don't know, man. Could be racist with a call like that. I don't know if he could be racist with a call like that. He seen Bubba was like, "Yo, Bubba, man, what position you played in college?"
Jules, why
He
you here,
said, nah,
Jules?
you ain't go to college. You was wrestling. He said, nah, I ain't fucking with this.
Real quick.
Hard on.
This my boy
Devon
Ron.
just took the energy like it was racism. It wasn't racism, Devon. You wasn't an athlete.
You wasn't a
It was
hooper.
athlete
You
hate.
wasn't a hooper.
Jules, while you here, I must get this. Just let me get like this 2-minute locker room lead with Jules real quick because this is a very important question.
Right.
Very topical. And we talked about it on this podcast on the actual episode. Heartbreak Julio, my brother. What did you think when you saw, if you saw it, right? Devon recently has been popping up on YouTube a lot. He's from New Rochelle, shout outs and all of that, right? But like, and y'all from the Biddy, so y'all tell me. What did you think when you saw, if you saw Devon Dudley wearing an NYPD snapback? Have you seen this image?
Devon Dudley gives NYPD snapback. I can't explain it. If you know, he give NYPD snapback. I seen him slandering a black man on Twitter in a position, and I'm like, damn, he was trying to out the black man in the situation. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Devon, I don't know what's going on, man. I mean, I don't know, man. NYPD had his nasty snapback. And you're not the police. So he's not the police. He's not a football player. So I hate him like JR now. Because he ain't a football player. He's not police. He think he police. He not police. Nah, I hate him.
That was the
That's
album.
crazy.
Yo, that's all I
That's
needed.
crazy. He bugging.
That's all we needed.
Damn,
Brother.
Devon. He do that on Maven's show? He
Devon
like
didn't
he
get no
put that
snap.
on Maven's show.
Oh man,
Like he pulled that off
I
on
just
Maven's
had-
show. Maven let shit like that rock. Maven
Maven
crazy.
funny as shit.
yo,
And Maven nasty for the JR impression too.
oh my
And that's
god,
that. And that's that. And
No,
that's
they were
Maven
nasty.
funny as hell for that. Maven stirred the pot. He stirred the, Maven knows JR don't like him for football.
That's
Y'all ain't hear nobody else jump out.
That's
Where Mark Henry say anything?
that nigga.
Why Mark
messy.
Henry ain't say nothing? Why Ron ain't say nothing? Why ain't nobody else jump out the window? I had to do the research too because I was ready to. He had me ready to take JR out back, but nah. Then I did. I'm like, wait a minute. Ron Simmons football, Tribal Chief football, Devon Dudley.
The Rock.
Dudleyville.
Nothing.
Nah, nothing.
Bingo hall.
Needle.
Bingo hall, baby. Emerson.
I love Devon Dudley because as a black man with glasses, we do got to stick together. But then he abandoned the glasses, so I ain't really never feel him like that. So I think he a fraud all over.
Hey, bro, you testified, my brother.
Yeah, this shit is gold. Oh my
Hey,
God.
hey, how the
You
whole
not the
say
police?
that shit? Clock it.
My bad, Joe.
Damn, bro. Like, niggas was calling me Devon Dudley as a kid. I had to stand on that. You feel me? Like, Devon ain't look out, got the NYPD snapback, shitting on JR. Ain't wear the glasses no more. You see, he talk crazy without the glasses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He got put the bitches. Hey, take the bitches up.
Hey, yo, we gonna send him this.
Oh, Maven pod.
Hey, yo, we
Oh,
gonna send him this.
yo,
Say that nigga ain't got no credentials.
We gonna get you right, Devon. Holla at us. Part of my flesh.
He said, "I'll
This is not like he needs to get into. He was bugging.
Hey, yo.
oh, I told y'all, man, this is one of the ones, man.
Push that boy ain't got no credentials, bro.
Hey, look, man, let's get back on track.
My bad, bro.
No, we good, man. We cooking tonight, man. We cooking tonight. I ain't been to sleep yet, so I'm hitting that delirious state.
Yeah. Shout out Delirious too.
Oh,
Gotta
no,
pay triple.
I ain't shouting out. I ain't shouting out Hunter Johnson. Oh,
Yo, your ops is so funny, Scott. I ain't gonna hold you. Every week on the watch list, you got a new op that goes me all the way off. Now Delirious your op this week. Scott, what's going on?
We need a segment called. We need a segment called Scott's Op.
hey, I can give you a list. Every week I can give you somebody that I hate. Ain't that's easy.
No, you literally are. Every week you surprise me.
I know.
I'm like, damn, this Scott op.
Hey, look, Delirious damn near crippled TNA, man. He ain't a friend of mine.
He ain't no friend of mine.
He
He
ain't
ain't
a friend.
no kin of mine.
Oh,
He did though.
so hey man, hey look, Delirious good with me because he got the Matt Sydal Classic. So that's a whole different story for another day.
Shout out Daisy Hayes too. Shout out
yeah,
Daisy Hayes, wherever you at, Daisy Hayes.
Man, look, before we get back to Ron, man, I don't know if y'all saw that Faye Jackson tweet about Daisy Hayes, why she got out the business.
No.
And it was something male related. I never knew why Daisy Hayes got out the game. For those that don't know, I would love to do a deep dive on the women.
It was
of
like
the,
some Me Too shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And like I said, one day on the watch list, I would love to do a deep dive. Her Mischief.
Daisy Hayes, one of them ones, especially like now, she could have easily had a sponsor.
She was the original Bailey, man. But that's a whole like as far as like a mere baby face, you know what I mean? Like she had that energy. But
is this the woman that used to yell a lot?
No.
This is somebody. Okay, somebody else.
Yeah, you don't know Baby D. No, that's why you're looking at me. You don't know Baby D.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hey,
Black History Month.
So
that's pretty good.
Back on the course of Ron, right? Because we still got to hit the WWF days.
I guess.
Ron wins the world title, right? And unfortunately, the world title run does not. I don't want to say it doesn't live up to the expectation, but it definitely could have been better. Definitely could have been better. It became that, huh?
You talking about the title run?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he have any like big feuds?
Nah. His two world title matches on pay-per-view was, I think, the Barbarian and Dr. Death Steve Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the one positive to this run is it's in the world title run in storyline. He brings Too Cold Scorpio to WCW.
Word.
Yeah, so there's that significance, and you know what I mean. You already know the legendary link up of Scorpio and Ron, and we'll get to that to the little ECW run. But is there anything y'all want to say about like what could have been better for his WCW world title run? My thought has always been, and while I love Sting and Vader as a feud, they absolutely could have Vader and Ron Simmons could have been the premier feud of 1993, right? That same slot that British Bulldog got, that could have been Ron Simmons, right? Right, it's like Ron lost the title, and then Ron just went right back down to the mid card.
Mm-hmm.
But is there anything y'all think could have been differently with this particular run?
I just want to ask a quick question because I don't have the homework. I know my two gentlemen do, but I just wanted to ask this real fast. Do you believe, man, racism? Anyway, do you believe they didn't actually have a plan? Because only reason I say it because now from things that I watched, stories I put together, you know what I mean? It wasn't like nobody knew. This was kind of the thing. But do you believe it was just so much? Do you believe it was more so like we want to do it in this moment versus we want to do it in this moment and actually build? That's for anybody. Because the moment is great, right? Of course, that's in our hearts forever. But sometimes I think with these wrestling promotions, these big times, not all the time, but you can kind of tell when it's like, or you were just aiming for the moment, but you didn't have a long-term plan for this. And sometimes that hinders, and it's never going to hinder this moment, but sometimes that can hinder the moment because it's like, man, this was great, but we ain't get nothing out of that. So
yeah, definitely hinders the title.
Like, let me just do this for this moment, or did they not really have a plan in place after that? My favorite, Ron Simmons. Probably him and Vader. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean,
Yo,
he did,
shout out to Crush, man.
Big time. Big time.
Because essentially,
So when I think of
Yeah, go
this
ahead.
title reign and stuff like that, I think of like this is kind of like where you brought up to your point, Chaz. Is really reminds me of Homicide's title reign, where it wasn't Ron Simmons' title win wasn't as such a kind of was put together. It wasn't like a long drawn out chase as Homicide, but it was something that like the moment matters more. So everybody really remembers Homicide winning and beating Bryan Danielson, bunch of folks in Hammerstein doing the ball, and nobody really remembers that he had like one title match against Samoa Joe, I think another match, and then lost to Takeshi Morishima before his third reign in Philadelphia. Ironically, I know it's
South Philly Knights.
but so
Right there.
it's a lot of those title matches. It's kind of even when I think I forgot who's been bringing it up lately when they talking about like multiple title reigns of like Stone Cold and how Stone Cold had the belt, but again, you think of that March to this WrestleMania 14, think of that March to WrestleMania 15. Don't really remember the times of the reigns. You feel what I'm saying? So I think Ron Simmons' title reign falls in one of those that category of big moment, but the reign by itself, for whatever factor, doesn't follow up with the moment. You know what I'm saying? Compared to like Roman Reigns, who I could think of having like a surprise moment when he won his title and then the reign succeeding that moment. You feel what I'm saying? But that's all. I don't even think that's like race related. I just think that's just top guy book. And of course, race, I'm gonna throw race in everything, but like I've seen that happen in other situations. I can point to numerous situations. White guy, Spanish guy, doesn't matter. Just a deserving baby face. And then the chase, you know, a lot of these bookers love the chase of the belt. You feel me? So I can see them being like, damn, we try to make this play for British. We got to feed Sting. So we need a heel guy. We just lost Luger. So it made sense to put it back on Vader. You know what I mean? And history is what history is.
Understood.
Lo, you were about to say something too, man.
No, I think essentially like even laying out like what the title picture was looking like. I mean, the Bulldog play is very interesting, but I just think that, you know, in those 5 months, you drop a Vader in 5 months. I just think that at that time, I think, you know, and I'm gonna probably go back to Bill Watts quote. I really think it was just, you know, really impactful for that time to see a black person with their title, and not just any old guy. We're talking about Ron Simmons here tonight, right? And then as well. But like I'm saying, you know, the 92 Olympics was on TV at this time. You know what I mean? The 92 Dream Team was doing their thing. Like black males became the face of athleticism at this point in American history and in the late 20th century. Right? We have the Dream Team, who was comprised of a team of professional players. You got to remember, Mike played for USA Basketball when he was at North Carolina. I mean, all of these guys, you know, and they took L's to the Soviet Union, Vladi Divac. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So it's like by the time they got the NBA players in there, and we
Nasty 84.
Oh my God, we see the NBA players in there today, and you know, along with like, you know, the Eurobasket guys, and some of those guys was able to make it to the NBA, like, you know, like Luka and Groot and all those guys. But long story short, I really think that Bill Watts was saying that it was kind of important at this time to put the belt on somebody like Ron, because I mean, not only is whatever about like race, but he's an exemplary person. He's an exemplary man, exemplary athlete, great background. And for pro wrestling to not reflect that, it might be a little something wrong with us. You know what I mean? So I just really think they was really just like keen on, and I think that when you think about professional wrestling in the summertime, is you know, depending on what year we're talking about before we get to the big summer show, you know, it could kind of be a lull in transitions, who the champion is, what a particular company looks like in the beginning of a summer towards like the end of August. And I think in the territory days, like these things look kind of like interesting, right? Like we think about the May and, you know, the big May and June shows around like Texas and Georgia, you know what I mean? Like in the late 70s, early 80s. But I just think at this time, they just really wanted to pull that trigger for Ron coming out of that tag team. But I don't know if it's too much you could do differently to really make the run or the reign because I think that as we move through like wrestling history, especially as we move into the 90s with the Stone Colds, that's when we really start thinking about like title reigns in a particular context. because of what world titles ended up becoming post 94, 95, right? And then what the Monday Night Wars became and all of those things, what the WCW title ended up being, what the WCW title looked like in those late 90s. It was big gold, right? It was the remix to the NWA title. And thinking about like the prestige of the WWF title, Bret Hart and all these things. We mentioned Diesel here earlier with the Bob Backlund thing, but the context of world champion when Ron Simmons won it in 92 was a very different context than the concept of a world champion, I think, in 1995, 1996, 1997. And we had guys like the Bretts and, you know, people like that cooking a little bit in 92, you know, again, doing a tag team thing and things like that. But yeah, I don't know if it's too much you could do differently, but focusing on that moment. And I think that the plan probably was to put it back on someone like Vader. You know what I mean? So very interesting time, I think, in pro wrestling, as every time is, right? But especially in the early 90s, it's very, very specific time.
Shoot, the original plan, if I'm not mistaken, was he was to lose it to Rick Rude at the Starrcade of 92 that year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, like, Rick Rude got hurt. So they were just like, let's just keep the belt on Ron and then have him lose it to Vader, which would have been a week later after that Starrcade show. But like I said, it was kind of disheartening because it's like, I've always been very intrigued about when somebody loses the world title and what their trajectory is. Usually they stay in that upper tier, like, you know what I mean? Like, they can always be slotted into a world title feud. And it was like Ron lost the world title and just went like down the card. It was very reminiscent of, like, the comparison would be what happened with Kofi, right? Kofi lost the world title. You know, it gets mentioned on TV, but like Kofi's not winning the world title again. He's not challenging for the world title. It was the same thing with Ron. Like he loses the title the first week of January. 6 months into 1993, he's challenging for the world TV title. And I love the world TV title. You know what I mean? It's a prestigious title. It's a classic title. But that's not main eventing the cards, right? That's maybe main eventing the Saturday night, the B shows, the C shows, the WCW. But it's just like the trajectory of Ron Simmons. It's like all right, we've had, like, kind of like what Lo was saying, it's like we got our moment.
We good.
And then, you know what I mean, to kind of wrap up the WCW aspect, he forms a tag team or like a mentor. He becomes a mentor to Ice Train. Ice Train comes in, you know what I mean?
Ice Train.
Great talent. And then that only lasts for a few months. And then
that's kind of like when they make you train the person that's going to replace you.
Yeah. And that's that's how they exactly described
like
it. Yeah, they exactly described it. And then they do the heel turn, which came out of left field. Ron turns on Ice Train. And then, rest in peace, man. I actually forgot he had passed away. Rest in peace. But then Ron turns on Ice Train in January 94. And Ron is gone. I think he leaves television in March of 94. I think he has one last match in June, and then that's his WCW run wrapped up. So it was very unceremoniously, like, the end of his WCW run. Then he parlays that into like a little 5-month run into ECW, right? Which very underrated if you've never seen, right?
It got some moments, buddy.
Look, once again, we are all grown men here. We are all grown men here. But can you imagine somebody doing this to you?
First off, the gear is incredible.
The gear is great.
The gear is incredible.
Yeah, purple and gold. You heard me?
That man had
and this is independent money too. This is a different seamstress.
Yeah, and I hadn't even been to ECW yet. So that's my thing. Like, my introduction to this man was, you know what I mean? So it's like this I'm like, oh my God. Like,
and now we're entering into Uncle Dad Bod, land of old man's strength. That's what this here is right here.
First of all, Mikey Whipwreck at least 230 chubby, man. Like, you know what I mean? Mikey not solid. Mikey got a little pudge to him, and that's why we love Mikey Whipwreck. But he is carrying that man with one hand.
One hand. And smiling. Damn.
Now you spin. Now Fire and Ice, great tag team.
Fire and Ice.
Yeah,
Fire and Ice all day.
Great.
Great tag team.
Yeah. I ain't never turned my TV to Raw when Fire and Ice was on WCW. Facts on Nitro.
You spit, man, because they were a great tag team. You already look. Scott Norton looked like he didn't want to be around.
Yeah, Mac. Yeah, Mac.
Scott was like, "Y'all got me tagging with who?"
This nigga.
But yo, when Chaz said like Ron's entering his uncle stage, Ron actually retires from the game. Like he has a match against, I think he challenges Shane Douglas for the ECW title, but then he retires to become a branch manager at a distribution center, which is the most Ron Simmons job that you could possibly, you know what I mean? Like, can you imagine Ron Simmons being your foreman?
Definitely your uncle. Definitely
I'm on time every day. I'm on time every day.
Facts. I'm not making this nigga angry. Man, what the fuck you talking about? Man, I'm talking about on time every day.
Hey, come here. Let me talk to you in my office real quick.
I'm gonna pop you last night before I even get there. I'm sorry.
My bad, bro. I was at Strokers on leave.
Hey, you only put up 2 boxes as opposed to
little voice, bro, undeniable.
Hold on, man. Yo, imagine Ron's voice.
Yes, you ain't approved for that long.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Yeah, you know, your phone ain't go through.
That's it. It ain't go through.
He look at
that's
that nigga look at your goddamn your TransUnion, your Experian and all that. He be like, damn.
Yo.
Credit fucked up, nigga.
What can you say? What can you say at that point? Just leave. Just leave.
Yo,
just go home.
Can you imagine him being your dad and him like yelling at you?
Ron Simmons pop as a yo.
That nigga my goddamn
yeah,
dad,
I can
bro.
imagine. I see he's like 4 niggas pops I know in real life.
Yeah.
Facts.
No words.
Nigga, I got straight A's. I'm in the spelling bee, quiz bowl, beta club. You hear me? I'm doing everything right to impress this nigga, man. I ain't fucking with this nigga, man.
All-American elementary school.
Now your mama told me that you disrespected her today.
I'm sorry.
I ain't do that.
I'm gonna get it together. I got it.
You don't want to
Ron Simmons is a one warning kind of nigga. Like, he gonna tell you that warning, then after that,
that's it.
Hey, that's all you gotta hear.
Oh, yo. Was it
that's facts. Yeah, I got
my daddy might have been with my dad at Desert Storm.
Yeah, I got a Desert Storm uncle.
My dad was in Desert Storm. My dad was
salute to our veterans. Love to y'all.
Look, man, my pops was a 70s Marine.
Yeah.
Oh, your daddy was that nigga.
Yo, listen.
Real nigga.
I met your your daddy tastes my my rice dressing.
Oh,
what y'all call it, Cajun rice.
Man, who made that rice? You let that boy know it was good. It was good.
Real shit.
Had to show out, man. I showed up and showed out with that.
Nah, do your homework with a black man tell you. You let that boy know. You let that boy know it was good. Let that boy know. Got it.
Guess what? I'm gonna let that boy know.
Right. And what that does for the boy, his confidence.
I ain't even fuck with Nolo and down Nick said, man, Nick daddy said that shit. I was like, bro, it was a 9-minute car ride. I had one to go down like Glory.
Come on.
Like Denzel on Glory, you heard me?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm ready.
Hey,
I'm
man,
ready now.
I ain't got a cup in my hand, but rest in peace to the GOAT, man. Rest in peace to the GOAT. But yeah, so Ron gets a call around 96, and it's his bitch ass Vince, and he's got an idea. He's got an idea for Ron Simmons. Right now, we talking about a 2-time All-American, Heisman candidate, former world heavyweight champion. What can we do with Ron Simmons in our WWF roster in 1996, no less? Yeah, let's throw this nigga in the helmet. And my man becomes Faarooq Hasid.
Look at this shit.
From the Bronx, New York.
Look at this.
This was crazy. First off, he didn't have no
I'm glad I
beard,
missed
so for
this
the
too,
first
though.
like 2 minutes, I even know it was him.
Now hold on, yo.
It was him.
Hold on. Let's do the knowledge real quick. Let's do the knowledge. Right. You can't tell me that if this shit ain't dropped in like 88, this wouldn't have been fire.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
There's nothing but the wrong time period, man. There's nothing but the wrong time period.
Oh no, maybe probably on a white person.
If Vince was in charge, this is what
he's fat, big.
Look,
exactly.
And you're cooking tonight, yeah.
Do mask with the ass out.
This doesn't feel it doesn't feel masculine. It doesn't feel alpha. This feels very something else. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Then it was like, yo, they were like, how can we make it even worse? Let's pair him with Sonny. Let's do that.
Oh man, nasty.
Going. Hey, y'all notice he didn't even look at Sonny, bro? He was not trying to.
I would be too. I'd be
Ron done got him some valets. Nobody talk about Ron with the valets. Ron done has some work out here.
Oh, listen
to that ring.
Real quick. This was in the dirt sheets back at the time, 94. When they originally proposed him turning heel, they were going to bring him back around the summertime, and they were going to pair him with Sensational Sherry. But then somebody was like, hey, it's probably not a good idea to put a black man and a white woman together, since the OJ thing was just a couple weeks ago. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? That's racism at its finest. People would associate that automatically, but whatever. Wrestling is wrestling. It was probably Terry Taylor that said that shit.
Hey, safe to say they both didn't do it.
Man, you are sick. You are sick.
Oh,
they didn't do it.
They both didn't. Lord have mercy.
Yes,
so
sick.
Nasty, man.
I'm just saying they didn't do it. He wasn't.
You're right. You absolutely right.
Look at the Jules now too, because yeah.
So let it be known, Ron Simmons' debut as this gimmick. It was, I think, the night after international incident. I think I could be wrong. But he comes out during a match between the Smoking Guns versus Shawn Michaels and Ahmed Johnson. Ahmed Johnson, for some reason, is on the ground outside. Ron Simmons comes and legit kicks him in the kidneys. Ruptures that joint.
Lacerated that shit. They said lacerated that boy's shit.
I want to say that's a domino effect.
I never heard lacerate till that day.
Yeah.
What?
That's a Jim Ross classic right there.
Lacerate.
Yeah.
Hey, off topic, but on topic. When I used to write my papers in the 2nd and 3rd grade, they thought I had the most greatest vocabulary. It was like, yo, how the fuck you know about integrity?
Right. I watched that shit. I be listening to the call.
Yeah. That's why I'm not going for no JR slander. JR had my vocabulary right. I was in that school talking crazy. I'm using big words. I'm like, yeah. They loving me. I'm like, yeah, JR. That's why I'm not taking none of that, Devon. I'm not taking that. Fuck out of here.
Y'all want to just focus on suck it. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? This nigga had taught me about laceration and shit.
I was walking around saying excellence, excellence of execution. They like, what the fuck he talking about?
How you know about execution?
Execution what? No, like how you execute your work. And they like,
say that shit, bro. Say that shit.
He thought he was talking about executing a person. He talking about performance. He talking about
I'm telling kids in second grade. I went to the medical facility. Come on, man. Not the hospital,
bro.
Facility.
Come on, bro.
I used to tell my teacher, "G, I got a headache. I need to go down to the medical facility. Can I get the
you already know. You already look. We don't say title belt, nigga. We say championship. But yeah, no, I really. Huh?
I'm sorry. I was going to ask a question. What sparked Ron doing that?
I don't know, man.
Okay, all right.
I don't know. So here's the thing. Right? The reason why I say it's a domino effect is like one thing people really do that they don't bring up is how big Ahmed Johnson was in 90, 95, 96. Like Ahmed Johnson, realistically, there's not like a hyperbole or anything. He realistically could have been WWF champion going into 1997. That's how popular Ahmed Johnson was. Right?
He was the next big thing.
Absolutely.
He was the next big. That's the OG next big thing. Let's not get it. Let's not get it fucked up.
Absolutely. Okay? You got to remember this. At this
tagging with the Undertaker. That's for one. Go ahead. We can do that later. But yeah,
he is at this point the current Intercontinental Champion. You know what I mean? Yeah. He is teaming with Shawn Michaels. Like in the pecking order, it was Shawn Michaels and it was Ahmed Johnson. Right? Ahmed Johnson absolutely could have been the world champion in WWF if it wasn't for this injury. This injury halted the momentum, and I feel like changed the trajectory of Ahmed Johnson's career because Ahmed went from being like the powerhouse that he was. And I know people say like he was reckless. Nigga, I loved it. You know what I mean? Like you throwing people around, like he was no different than Taz to me. Straight up, he was no different than Taz, right?
But that nigga used to wrestle like a stripper. Yo. Every time he slammed a nigga, he used to like lick his lips and shit, like like, do that little tongue shit. Like, what the fuck is you doing, bro? My daddy was like, bro, you can't watch this shit for a little minute, bro. I was like, and my pops from Mississippi, I was like, bro from Mississippi. I don't know why he do that, but the nigga was just slam nigga and crawl in the ring and then like flick his tongue. I don't want to do it because you know what I mean. I know our audience, and I ain't man. But
so he was LL before LL did the whole.
He wasn't licking his lips. He was like looking like he was eating cat.
I got you.
Look, there's a picture of.
He used to wild out. He used to be performative. He used to be performative to get his point across. He was trying to tell the lady something. Yeah, I mean, it was a different time and era.
He was trying to find his black beauty of the week. He was on Ebony.
Isn't there a scene? Isn't there a image of a video where it's a white hand touching him and he like?
Oh yeah, no,
Okay, no,
yeah.
So Ahmed was different, bro.
My bad.
Yeah, that's gold dust. That was a crazy storyline too. That was a crazy storyline.
The one I'm talking about.
Nah, pretty much everything with Ahmed Johnson was out of pocket. Yeah, it was
crazy. He was a sick nigga,
bro. Real quick though, before we move on, around that 97 time when he was tagging with Taker, yeah, it was a house show in Philly. You know what I mean? This is 97 at some point. You know what I mean? Core State Center. You know what I mean? Xfinity Mobile, all that. But he tagging with Taker. Now it's this boy, South Philly Knights. This is Philly Muslim, in the crowd with me and my pop. He got his kids with him too. And I never forget this shit. He had on a kufi and he had on the fucking Flyers jersey. But under the Flyers jersey, he had on like a polo shirt, like another orange polo, whole other fit underneath. And he was talking to my dad. He was like, listen, I'm about to. You want to know how to, and you could tell he one of them casuals that were just taking his kids. Like, we really do this shit. We know who Ahmed Johnson is. But he was like, yeah, you really want to see how to get these wrestlers riled up. Literally, the entrance of the Undertaker and Ahmed, they walking in together to the Undertaker music. Bells going off, all that shit is on. You know what I mean? But the old head, the Muslim boy, start antagonizing Ahmed. And he took the Flyers jersey off. You can see he had a whole other polo shirt on. Takes that off, had on a wife beater, and he wasn't a small guy neither. But like you could, Philly niggas play too much. You could tell he was playing. Like you could tell when the Philly nigga's serious versus when he's actually playing. Even when he playing like he's serious, like nah, he not. You know what I mean? You gotta be an anomaly to pull that off in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Absolutely, my brother. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? Salam alaikum. However, right now, at this point, I'm scared as shit. I'm on my dad's shoulders. You dig what I'm saying? My dad got me like this. The nigga Ahmed basically broke this house show. This shit not televised. He came over the barricade, bro. And he was like, "What's going on, bro? You got a problem? Like, you trying to see me?" And he was like, "No, I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem." Bro. And he started patting him and shit, patting him on his shoulders and shit. And Ahmed, and you could tell, and I'm like, "Is Ahmed working? Like, what the fuck?" Because at this point, I'm hit. But I'm just like, is this shit serious? Bro, Ahmed was different. He was right. He was right there, bro.
Man,
Red was the biggest nigga I've ever seen in my life. To this day, I think, if I ain't mistaken.
I wish I was there, bro. I would have beat the shit out of that nigga.
Ahmed, out the old head. Because he deserved it. He definitely did. But it was like, I was scared as shit. I was, and Taker just looking. But they ended up making their entrance, and no, that's all fact. This probably
what year
like late 97.
97.
7-year-old me would have still stole on that nigga, man.
That shit was crazy. I was like, oh my God. Man, I got some WWF fucking house show stories.
Is he living? Is he living now?
We ain't know him. He was just there. But
no, you Ahmed Johnson.
Oh,
yeah, he's still right.
Let's go find that nigga, bro, for 97, bro.
Ahmed played Suge Knight.
Nah, bro, he played with my dog.
Ahmed played Suge Knight in the MC Hammer story.
Damn, he did play Suge Knight in the Hammer story.
Hey, Ahmed Johnson. Ahmed Johnson. I don't like how the fuck you did my partner. Ahmed Johnson. I don't like how you did my. Matter of fact, we supposed to be talking about Ron Simmons and bitch. You still on our talking points right now, nigga. We see you, nigga. We gonna slap the fuck out you, nigga. Real shit.
I'm mad at that shit. We got to sit down.
How did we get here? How did we get here?
I know we was disrespectful.
You know
I was asking the same question, like, why we riding on?
When did this happen? I'm so lost.
Man.
My bad.
Ron Johnson brings this type of energy. God damn.
I took it too far.
I didn't know the context. You pulled the mic to you.
That was
intense.
That was intense.
So I decided I'm not
turned heel on Ahmed. Got it.
Yeah. I decided I was gonna play a clip. I was gonna play a clip that really highlights Ahmed Johnson and Faarooq, but I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna risk it.
Nah.
I'm not going. No, I'm not going.
Man, do you hunt?
No, man. We just got this channel back. We good. We good. I'm not going. But
the copyright laws and shit.
Yeah.
The clip I was going to play.
I ain't gonna watch Ahmed Johnson shit.
He got a point. Nah, don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm good. Nah, I'm good.
Well, shit, send it to the
I got you. I'm gonna send it to you. But it's a clip I've put on the timeline. It's from Livewire 96, where Ahmed Johnson and Ron Simmons are going back and forth, and it feels like two uncles arguing back and forth.
That shit crazy.
You know what I mean? But yo, to me, that made great television. Because it felt we talk about the elements of pro wrestling and it feels real. Like in hindsight, now you know that there was legit beef, but at the time, you not knowing that they really don't like each other.
Yeah,
and it worked.
So let me add, because I know they made up now, which is dope. But Ahmed Johnson had a legitimate gripe against Ron, and it was valid.
Yeah, nigga, if you kick me in my I am gonna have a legit issue with you.
I just wanted to confirm it because I always like, what's his beef with Ron Simmons? Ron? Big Ron? Oh. Oh no. I'd feel away too. For life. Until, obviously they made up, but yeah, it would be on site for life.
till the day I die.
Till the day I die.
So we gotta see each other, bro.
I mean, I get it. So
He said,
But they said Amen did that shit first though.
really?
That's what I heard. I heard Amen fucked that nigga Faarooq up first.
Yeah, look, y'all take over. I'll be right back.
Okay.
like he said, we have to see each other. We can see each other. And we quote, the quote is like, you know, I know you from the streets. I know what we could. It was that was the blackest shit.
Yeah.
To ever take place on WWF, WWE television ever to this day.
Yeah, I remember that. They called, like, Ron called them mad times during that episode. Like,
yeah,
Ron called back. They had went to a segment. Ron called back. Wow.
Right, he tapped back, and this one, this ain't
nigga,
like
ain't over.
this ain't even live via satellite. Y'all gotta remember, this ain't even like live via satellite days.
Yeah.
Y'all remember live via satellite?
Yeah.
Different cities
Yeah,
and
yeah. Nah,
that-
it was
that's-
just calling on live wire. You had to call
that was
in.
raw as war days. Yeah, you had to call in. They were telling you like now on the phone, on the lines.
Yeah.
You dig what
now
I'm
on the
saying?
live
Like,
group.
and I never forget the captions
And
was
if you
on.
called it with like a voice different, they didn't really know who you was at first. They like, who this?
Right.
Live wire was popping. We didn't
Yeah.
know that was live wire.
That was like the first Twitter. That was like and we was talking some Twitter shit earlier too. You know what I mean? Inside baseball, but that was like the first like niggas got some shit to sell like live wire. Yeah, that was that shit.
Always tune in on live wire because it was right after Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter on USA. Early Saturday morning.
Classic.
It was goddamn, what was the cartoon? It was the sharks that was on them fucking skates.
I know what you're talking about.
What's
About.
the name of that joint?
Oh fuck, I forgot the name of it. It was the sharks.
Uh-huh.
Then you had to check in on Street Fighter every now and then. They ain't showed Street Fighter every week. They showed it every now and then. And then they got into live wire with Michael Hayes, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or the other young white dude.
Todd Paykill.
Man, come on, bro.
Yeah, Michael Hayes still around too,
And
man.
early Vince Russo.
That's what we were saying. Yeah, early Vince.
Yes.
Damn, so Livewire was kind of like your moment to get your bars off and go viral.
Shit, Live Wire showed the DX documentary.
Yeah, have you ever seen Bite This? You heard of Bite This? Have you ever heard of Bite This?
Yeah. So that's what. Okay,
It's the precursor to that,
got you. Okay,
but it was like on USA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it would show highlights and stuff like that. So it was a time.
got you.
Bites this.
Facts, because my folks wouldn't let me watch that second hour of Raw. I could watch from 8 to 9. I had to go to bed.
Yeah,
the only time I could watch 9 to 10 was on Live Wire.
That's when they gave you the PG version.
Yep.
That's when they gave you the PG version. Absolutely.
Street Sharks. Yeah.
So for some reason, because Faarooq lacerated Ahmed's his kidney, he went from being a gladiator to the Nation of Domination, right? And my man became Muslim. Yeah. Now, it should be noted. The Nation of Domination, the whole gimmick, does not start in WWF. Never get that twisted. It starts in USWA.
Mm-hmm.
Men on a Mission.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Tracy Smothers. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Origin.
Tracy Smothers is an original Nation of Domination member.
Yeah.
Great gimmick. I think his name was like Sharik Ali, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Tomo.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But they bring the kind of the connection that they bring from Memphis over to WWF is PG-13. Right. Everybody talks about Owen being the first white member of the Nation. No. PG-13. Wolfie D.
Yeah, I
Jason,
remember them.
Yeah, you know, come on. They used to rap We are the nation.
Yes.
Live live and in color. Come on,
They was spitting.
they're fire.
In the building.
Enzo Amore's parents.
Yes. Or it's real origins right now, bro.
Yeah,
It's
Like
real shit.
they added Clarence Mason as the manager,
Come on, Joe.
right? And like
The
like
fourth.
and look, the aesthetic wise, the gimmick was like the original. I'm talking about the original.
Mm.
The
Hey,
original.
yo, on some shit tonight, brothers.
Yeah, Ayo
Hey,
cooking.
yo, on some shit tonight.
Ayo
Yes.
cooking.
Yes. Let's
Ayo
go.
cooking.
Let's
By
go.
the way, I just gotta bring this up there for any
Oh, that popped me. I'm sorry. Yeah.
for anybody that has an active tape trader. There's a match that takes place in ECW, and it's Mikey Whipwreck and Spike Dudley against PG-13, and there's only a clip version. I know somebody's got the full version of that match. If you have it, please contact me. I will pay good dollars for that match.
That's good art. You pay for.
Yeah, that's it.
Get tap in.
Shoot, Alchemist was practically JC Ice.
Yo, man. Like,
But like they really leaned into like if you took like barring PG-13 aside, like obviously the Nation of Domination is a play on the Nation of Islam, right? So they came out like, you know, I mean, like Faarooq's whole aesthetic, you know what I mean? Like very militant, very dominant, you know what I mean? I think I've even read that like his original name was going to be Faarooq X.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Before they just dropped the X part. What was y'all thoughts on the Nation of Domination, man?
Faarooq X.
Faarooq X, yeah.
I love them niggas, bro.
Legendary. Nation of Domination is legendary. They forget about the Nation of Domination taught unity. Nation of Domination, first time I seen a black man, white man, and a Puerto Rican man thugging it out for a common goal.
That was
Forget about that with the Nation. It was about unity.
Yeah, man.
Look at the fit. Look at one thing about Ron. He kept a good fit no matter what. He made the best of whatever they gave him.
Yeah.
I would like to make this connection too, real quick, if I can.
But,
no, go ahead,
Nation
Drew.
of Domination is just legendary. I ain't gonna really speak too much. It's too much. I know we short on time, but legendary. First time seeing them was like, whoa, they deep. Who's this? Like they talking like the brothers. You know what I'm saying? That you would see in Brooklyn and 125. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, damn, like Faarooq on serious time, and then it Crush, and then had Crush acting bad, Savio Vega acting bad, and then when it was a united front, it was crazy. I just was watching a 6-man tag with them against Goldust, Bart Gunn, and Flash Funk. It was crazy, and it was a story to it. It was a story to it. It was running rough shots. So, shout out to the Nation of Domination, man.
And my daddy used to have me in mass, you know what I'm saying, going crazy with the, you know what I mean. So that was my pop's favorite wrestlers around that time, bro, because my dad was really on that. Like he was really on that at that particular time. You know what I'm saying? Had us eating squash pies, you know what I'm saying? Bean pies, you know what I'm saying? Getting the oils and all that. So yeah, he had Nation of Domination on some selfish stuff. They had me like watching wrestling a little bit longer period of time during the night because Pops wanted to see what they was talking about. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I want to make a quick connection real quick, gentlemen, if I can. A few. And I'm going to make another one by the time, once we get to a Mania match. But I think it's very important, so I think it's safe to assume and safe to say that like Vince Russo definitely still had the pen, right?
Yeah.
Of some sort. Okay. So here's where I am with this. You got these guys called the Nation of Domination, build out of the Bronx, New York. Okay. Then you get, and just the larger implications when it comes to pop culture. You got to remember, we're talking about Ron Simmons winning his first winning as a black man, the first black man to win the WCW World Heavyweight title, any World Heavyweight title for that matter, right? Malcolm X, the film, comes out Christmas of 1992. I got to make the bigger connections to pop culture. Spike Lee directs, and at this time is directing the Malcolm X film. It comes out December 1992. Okay. Now, these images we had never seen in media before. You know what I mean? Like what Spike had put on screen. We never seen it in like film form necessarily, right? We got pictures, we got images, FBI files, all of that good stuff. However, we never seen a black made portrayal of what the Nation of Islam and Malcolm X and what those guys was up to. Right now, it was, we come out of this film, it's a whole lot of controversy, about what happened. Farrakhan is running rampant at this time. He, Farrakhan running roughshod too. He running around like Farrakhan mania running wild in the 90s too. But to kind of get in, in further, but to kind of like move along on this, you get the Clarence Mason, you get that image, like this was just some powerful stuff. And even going back to what Jules was saying about seeing a white man, a black man, and a Puerto Rican all together, like that's like history shows us that, like that's when the Young Lords, right, the Puerto Rican group from out of New York and Chicago, linked up with the Panthers. We could say that that's the Nation. And we could say the white, the Young Patriots organization, like or any other, white-led group at that time that was trying to find, solace and, community with other groups. But and a lot of that was inspired by Fred Hampton and, Chicago things and all of that. And we could, I got one more connection to make when we talk about Mania. But this was just very powerful. You know what I mean? I think this is like the first time that like we see like people rapping like on wrestling, period, on at this level, you know what I mean? Like rapping in the arena. So yeah, this was different, man. This shit was, I don't know. I just think that like things being put into the media by people like Spike and things like that kind of inspires things like the Nation of Domination and pro wrestling. Vince Russo, this guy from New York City, who's he's no stranger to the city that he's from. Like he at this point in time, like 5%ers is outside and they talking they shit, and I mean, so it's yeah, that pen at that time, Vince, man, I don't know, is something going on.
PG-13 pioneer white rap. I hear what you say, Lo.
You feel me? John Cena, Max Caster. What we doing?
I don't know, man. Y'all forgot about Salt and Pepper, WrestleMania.
Yeah, you can't forget about. Yeah, you can't.
They can't forget about Salt and Pepper, man. They came out there.
PG-13. Big fact. Black History Month. Big Black History Month facts, Mac. Facts.
Hey, look, little trivia. Here's a trivia question. When Savio Vega joined the Nation of Domination, who did he turn on to solidify his heel turn and join in the Nation? Does anybody know?
Wait, who was his tag team partner?
Nah, don't look it up. Don't look it up, Chaz.
And it's a good one too. I just
me down.
It's not to talk about.
I do not know.
The person he turns on, that would be Razor Ramon against the Nation of Domination. That would have been fire. That's no, person he turns on is The Rock.
Turned on The Rock.
He turned on The Rock. It was Saturday Night Shotgun. He turned on The Rock. Yeah, he turned on The Rock. Which I just thought, like, in hindsight, yeah. But what happened. But this all leads to WrestleMania 13 of this incarnation of the Nation. Faarooq, Savio, and Crush against Ahmed Johnson in the Legion of Doom and a Chicago street fight. It should be noted. This match, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, either follows or is one match after Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it followed it right after, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
So think about it. You have the consensus potential, depending on who you talk to, the greatest WWF match of all time, and Austin and Bret. And the immediate match is a Chicago street fight. And I love this 6-man match. This shit is everything I love. Like, it was violent, it was brutal. It was just an incredible match. It was an incredible match. That's why, like, I never liked when people say, like, oh, Ahmed Johnson wasn't a good worker, no. This was an incredible match. Would y'all say the same?
Absolutely. It was a melee. It was a complete melee. That's by the time D-Lo get involved.
Yeah.
And the image of him in the bow tie fighting in the Chicago Street Fight. Again, one more connection I'm gonna make, man. One very more important connection I'm gonna make. Chicago, Illinois was the headquarters of the Nation of Islam. So again, I'm not saying that these niggas. The coincidences are just uncanny here.
Look, I know there was some Temple brothers out there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I know they were watching.
But to see D-Lo throw work punches in the hard bottom suit with the
scarf,
crazy.
Yeah,
that was And PG got bro.
Lo, you not slick, bro. You're not slick. You're trying to get this what'd you say, this tabernacle belt off the ground. You're not slick. I peep what you're doing. Okay? You're trying to get this tabernacle belt into the zeitgeist. That's the way.
I forgot about the
one more connection. I got one more. You're not slick, bro.
I forgot about the NAGL title.
That's all right.
One more connection.
I got one more connection. This nigga here.
That's it. I'm 6 man for I'm done. That's it.
Chaz, that's an Eagles towel you got on, or a blanket?
It's a blanket. Yes, it is.
Oh my God, I'm gonna be sick.
Not too much. Not too much. I don't never bash your Giants. Not too much.
All right, I respect it, you know. But I had to say something. I was looking for like 20 minutes. Side eye you.
It's fitting because them niggas was asleep all year.
This nigga comfy as hell with this.
That's funny as shit.
That's a good one. I started thinking like, he ain't got no merch like that.
He was, bro.
Niggas in hibernation. They win their championship and go to bed.
Not lying. I can't even argue. Not lying. Got me looking crazy.
We
gonna be back. NFC East way.
What happened?
Oh, football shit. We can move.
Oh yeah, I zone out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You don't even speak the language.
Yeah.
Got her football said nah, snooze.
I'm going out. Oh shit.
It's that it's a combination, man. Like, like I'm a little sleepy. Then y'all start talking about shit that ain't my heart not in.
Understood.
I could sit here and be like, oh, that's what's up. No, man. I'm like,
we appreciate that.
No problem, man. That's why I encourage Nolo to do. That's why I encourage Nolo to do a football podcast.
Because he's to the final whistle, brother.
Yeah, to the final whistle, man. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like this 6-man match happens, and then a shift happens. Right. It was May of '97. Faarooq starts firing everybody. He fires the background players. He fires PG-13. He fires Crush. He fires Savio. And then he fires Clarence Mason. And all that's left is him and D-Lo. And there's a great moment, too, because looks like he's about to fire D-Lo. And Clarence Mason's like, yeah, like, oh, my bad, bro. You got to go. And then he fires Clarence. And D-Lo's face sold it because D-Lo was like, we good. Yeah. Right? But then Faarooq starts talking about a bigger and a blacker nation, right? He brings in Kama Mustafa, which I thought was a great addition, which it was either between Kama joining the nation or him becoming Papa Shango again. I always thought that was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Always thought that was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go into Faarooq. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I'm just going off the top of my head. But Faarooq challenges The Undertaker for the WWF title, King of the Ring 1997. If I'm not mistaken, was the first time a black wrestler challenges for the WWF title on pay-per-view. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but I'm positive I'm not.
I think you're right.
So then now factor that point.
Yeah, like outside of Zeus.
He challenged for the on pay-per-view?
Oh yeah, Zeus. Yeah.
No, I thought you would say main event of pay-per-view because Zeus main evented that SummerSlam, but that was it.
No. Yeah, challenging for the WWF title on pay-per-view. And that's another accolade to Ron Simmons. You know what I mean? To say you challenged for the first time, which is number one. That's kind of crazy. Like I know pay-per-view, like we get into that era where like you adding 12 pay-per-views, but like in 1997, being the first black wrestler to challenge for the WWF title in a company that's been around since 63, you know, pay-per-view been popping since 85, but that's neither here nor there. But I mean, talk to me, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what about the, like, I don't know if y'all watched this match in particular, but it felt like we were in a period between it was either going to be Faarooq or it was going to be Ahmed Johnson, right? And I feel like they made a pivot, but could you have seen Faarooq with the WWF title during this time? You know what I mean? Now factoring in, you got Shawn, you got Brett, Austin on the rise. I think a lot of people tend to forget Faarooq was in that mix, that upper mid card main event mix in the summer of '97. So I feel like that shouldn't get lost on anybody. But could you have realistically seen Faarooq winning the WWF title during this?
Oh, definitely. I definitely saw it. I've seen it. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm just going off the top of my head too, I see so much wrestling, but I remember Faarooq openly being like, "Yo, I'm having a chance to be the first black champion," like hammering home, like I'm black and I want this belt, and I'm gonna. And even like when he did it, I remember like him saying, "Yo, it's because I'm black," and shit like that. So I love the energy around it, especially at that time too, because it was crazy to see Faarooq and Ahmed link up. Then it was from there seeing I think they were starting the Kane teases too, if I'm not mistaken. So it was like a lot going on in that summer. So it was just pretty dope to see. I thought Faarooq was going to do it. I thought Ahmed was going to. It was just that was the two-man power trip for me. I thought Ahmed was going to get Faarooq to help him win the match, and it was over for Taker. Taker was like distracted. It was a lot of shit going on that summer. So I could have easily seen it, but it didn't happen.
I mean, for real, the play could have been Faarooq winning the title. Like, you could have, you absolutely could have still did Kane or Taker and Brett, right? But you could have, like, if he was healthy, you could have pivoted the SummerSlam match to be Faarooq versus Ahmed Johnson, right? But you know, that won't happen.
Yeah.
From what y'all saying, I believe he could have, but I think this was kind of the reverse option of when he won it in WCW, meaning it was the perfect time and it was the perfect person, versus now it's the perfect person, just not the perfect time. Now you can say whatever you want, slice how many ways you want to, put eyes on it, whatever the case may be, and I probably would agree with it. But
can I also say? No. There's a great line Faarooq says in the match prior to the King of the Ring match. Now, keep in mind, Paul Bearer is blackmailing the Undertaker, right? This is before the official Kane reveal. So just keep in mind, like, there's a blackmail over the Undertaker, and the ending of Farouk's promo was something along the lines like, "The Undertaker don't got to worry about that blackmail. He needs to worry about this blackmail." Yo, streets on fire.
I told you he was on some heavy black shit on the lead-in. I just told you that.
He was letting shit
black shit. I was like, yo, he might win because he was talking real black shit.
Yeah, he was talking greasy. Because that nigga Paul Bear was walking around with a fucking mummy mask and shit. Nigga faces all fucked up.
Dude, I'll make the argument for Faarooq. Maybe top 3 best promos of 1997.
If from that alone, god damn.
In 97, in wrestling. Yeah, that's hard.
Woo!
It's tough.
Man, that man told Ahmed,
the greatest nigga of all time, bro.
That man told
I'm gonna make you realize it. Like, it's not gonna be no silent shit. Cause not for nothing, but like we mentioned some people here tonight, and like shout out to Virgil. You dig what I'm saying? But like in different time though, 97 low decade. to actually like mention it and acknowledge it every single week on television, like that's an accomplishment.
So even just think like from a historical standpoint, like of like regions, right? So you got Faarooq, right, who is from Georgia, right? He's cutting the promos of his the way he cuts promos. In WCW, you got Harlem Heat, you know what I mean? Even though they're a lot from Harlem, they're from Houston. So you got that dialogue on television. Then in ECW, you got New Jacket and Mustafa cutting the promos they're cutting, right? So that right there is your representation, right? And everybody cut a promo that made you pay attention. They cut promos that we still talk about today, right? And I think that's such a missed. Oh shoot, and I don't even mean to withhold them just because of the gimmick at the time, but like you go back to like 94, 95 ECW and the promos Scorpio was cutting.
Yeah.
Right. So from a dialogue standpoint, from a promo standpoint, you got black culture in their promos just based on like hip hop, you know what I mean, political stances. You know what I mean? Like they covered a lot of bases that I think culturally as wrestling fans, we actually should go back and study because they were products of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Promos can be a great way to be used as time capsules, or time machines, because it's going to tell you exactly where and how and what was going on based off, especially with us, because we love to, depending on what genre you're in, obviously hip hop and wrestling, you know what I'm saying, mic work, bag work in that space. We love to connect, like like Lo was doing. I got one more connection. We love to connect pop culture and life and things that happen with us into our everyday like ether, to our everyday conversations. So again, Ron Simmons always just felt like wherever, like you said, HBJ, whatever you give me, I'm gonna knock it out the park. It doesn't matter. And he always felt like no matter what era he was in, no matter what time frame, no matter where he was at, mid card, top card, he made sure to make you know I'm black as fuck. And I'm that nigga. And there's nothing or no one that can change that. That is beautiful representation at its finest, especially in that time frame, in that setting, when it was very limited. Ron, along with other, but Ron always found a way to stood out and always found a way to be an exemplary black man and just a good person to model your game or figure out how I'm gonna maneuver in this white predominantly space. He did that and did it at the highest level and never looked like he was out of place.
Yeah.
I think that's something that should be important for everybody to go do. If you haven't seen it yet, everybody needs to, if you haven't seen it, of course, everybody needs to, and watch it again, Black History Month. Watch that Ron Simmons interview on Broken Skull Sessions, bro.
Great interview.
That Broken Skull Sessions interview, and just the way he, and everybody can pick their favorites. What they shit is the Kurt Angle joint. Cool. Well, whatever y'all want to do. Heyman, whatever y'all want to do. And my heart got, especially with both of them motherfuckers, my heart is in those conversations, those people. I'm very interested in their stories, their life and times, all of that. But that Ron Simmons Broken Skull Session specifically, and the way that he up there talking to Steve, and the way that Steve is like, just that back and forth. Then they playing footage of the match from '92, and like you don't see this too much. You seeing the fan at the pro wrestling fan that's in Steve. You seeing that come out in the Broken Skull Sessions. Right, and how much Steve's supposed to mean to niggas, and the pop after the glass shatter and all of that. But like the way he popped in the Broken Skull Sessions, like rewatching that match, it's like Stone Cold got that effect on the world, right? But to have that effect on Stone Cold,
yeah.
I mean, we had it started the podcast. Like, how influential is this guy?
Well said.
I think that answers it.
Yeah.
And Chad said
So-
something earlier too about like, and my bad, one more.
There you go.
Satisfaction of the satisfaction of a black man's life, right? And like what, like he did everything he set out to do. I believe that's what Chad said at the beginning, at the top of these hours. That's what he said at the end of Broken Skull sessions. So when Chad said it, I'm like, yeah, we got to talk about Broken Skull for a little, because it's exactly what the man said out his mouth at the end of the Broken Skull sessions interview. I've done everything I've ever wanted to do in this life, and brought up the racial aspect in Broken Skull. Yeah, like I wanted to be the one. Me, Butch, and we wanted to be, we wanted to be the ones to open that door for black people, for black men, and like saying that in the Broken Skull sessions, bro. Like I don't think nobody really know the importance of that. So that's
So real quick, I got to go to the crib.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's two ways we can go about it. If y'all want to finish, y'all more than welcome. Y'all more than welcome, because there's still a lot of things to cover as far as the tail end of Ron. So like I say, y'all more than welcome continue, or I can speed run through it, whichever works for y'all.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting kind of sleepy. So
Yeah, we would appreciate that last little bit of your
Wrap it up. Okay.
I think we got it. I think we got it. I think
Well, we covered a lot.
Yeah.
We covered a
So
lot.
so just to hit the quick wrap, because like I said, we ended at King of the Ring 97. The parlay from that is The Rock joins the Nation of Domination. We'll maybe cover that eventually if we ever do a Rock retrospective. The Rock and the rest of the Nation kicks out Ron Simmons March of 98. He goes on his little weird singles run, re-teams with Scorpio. By the end of 1998, he now forms the partnership with Bradshaw, and they become the Acolytes.
Wait, I'm so sorry. So he's teamed with Scorpio in WCW, ECW, and WWF. That's a crazy stat.
The trifecta.
That's amazing.
And a lot of people don't know.
Crazy stat.
He had a fire theme that nobody has ever heard because he was mainly on Shotgun. But I'll put that on the BGW page. But he teams with Bradshaw. That leads to, I don't care what nobody says, a very successful tag team in the Acolytes and the APA. You know what I mean? They parlayed that, you know what I mean? They genuinely parlayed that into a genuine friendship. Like you want to talk about somebody who speaks of somebody with such glow and happiness and glee? Bradshaw talk about Ron Simmons.
He worshipped that man.
Bradshaw loves Ron Simmons, man.
He worshipped that man.
Loves Ron Simmons, like loves. And like I said, they take that tag team to I think 2 or 3 World Tag Team Championships. And then by the time we get to 2004, Ron's starting to slow down. The time comes. We now in the John Bradshaw Layfield era. Ron Simmons retires. Around, I think it was 2006, Ron Simmons starts reappearing back on television, and his gimmick was he would just say, damn. You know what I mean? He started doing it during the APA thing, but God, like, somebody be getting slapped. Here comes Ron Simmons. Damn. A woman walked past everybody. Ron Simmons came out the damn. You know what I mean? It was very comical. Very, very, very comical.
He got a bag just for showing him and saying, damn. Hey, Matt, you a smart nigga, bro, because he might be the greatest nigga of all time.
Bro, he is.
That APA shit was real, man. That shit
was great, man. It was great.
Like, what?
He is, bro. And he is, bro.
You know how legendary and over the door was? The door, when they be playing dominoes and niggas would try to walk around the door.
Oh, they tell them to go back? Come
on, man. Like that's good. That shit was great, bro.
He got a
theme song.
Oh, dun.
Like Cypress Hill mixed with Rage Against the Machine. That shit was hard. That shit, and it was just about two dudes. We gonna fuck y'all up.
Hey, To be honest, one day we should do like a special watch list where we actually watch the match. It could be a StreamYard exclusive where we watch the Sunday Night Heat match of the APA against Public Enemy when they sent Public Enemy to the glory.
Yeah,
You might have to
make sure Public Enemy. I mentioned it earlier. I'm like, hey, they got him the fuck up out of there, bro.
Fuck out of there. The fuck out of there.
That hurt my heart.
Love Public Enemy. Shout out. Rest in peace to the Johnny Grudge and the Flyboy
I
Rock.
love him. Rest in peace, both of them.
They had to go.
You know that story real. They ain't never denied it or nothing. They ain't never said nothing like, nah, them niggas ain't do nothing to us. They just was quiet.
That's what they said thank you afterwards. Before we go, gentlemen, any last words on Ron Simmons and his impact?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ron.
Facts.
Thank you, Ron. Shout out to Ron, all the Rons, Ron Artest, Ron Simmons. But love to Ron Simmons for everything he did. Thank you. There's really not much to say. Thank you for the entertainment and legendary Ron salute. Hats off.
Come on.
Yeah, man. And just shout out to everybody. I feel like that's walking in the footsteps, man. I mean, Ron, like he said on Broken Skull and other places, he wanted to open the door. I feel like that door is still open. I feel like it's cats we ain't even see in major yet on television that like not for nothing, man. It's cats that we've talked to on this platform. I think they Ron babies. Like not for nothing. I look at a guy, shout out, you know what I mean? Zay Bronner. Even talking to the nigga, he sound like Ron. Talking to the brother, excuse me, Black History Month. You know what I mean? Talking to O'Shea the other night, like O'Shea taped his fingers too. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But Ron did what he did, man. Job well done, man. Job well done.
It's a fact, bro.
That little kid that was running when Ron won the chip
was Obafemi. I'm playing.
No, man. So, how dope would that be?
That's funny as shit, though.
Nah, you said that was over?
Oh, but that was you.
You see that nigga was running down that
bitch. I'm cracking the fuck up, man.
Nah, we need to do a documentary on where we find this kid in. Well, he's probably grown ass man.
So I do know there was a point, I think around 2021, 2022, like there was an active search for the kid. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think nobody ever found him. So like, I don't, obviously I don't know where he is. There's been people that have like made mention they were in the crowd that night, and they've all mentioned that one kid, but nobody has been able to find him. So wherever he is,
that shit was Marlo.
Yeah,
it was Marlo.
Stop. Who said Marlo? Come on, man.
I'm rewatching the third season right now too, so that's very topical, Jules. Very good.
Come on,
that was Marlo.
That's hilarious. Call nigga Marlo. Yeah,
no, that was D.
That just kind of sums it up. You know what I mean? Of everything he meant at that moment and what he still means today. Like, this is the longest watch list we've ever done, right? And we still could keep going. But niggas got lives and niggas sleeping. So
I need that chicken one.
But in 2026, this is the longest we ever talked. And this is probably the most joyous we've ever talked on this pod because it was because of a black man, a real ass, probably the greatest nigga in wrestling we've ever seen.
Shit, man, we got D-Mac here. Like
D-Mac's here.
That's Ron Simmons.
That's
the Ron Simmons influence.
That's the flashpoint. That's your indicator that this was that shit. Matt pulled up.
Watch list.
Matt fucking truck. God damn it. So, hold on. Oh, never mind. It's my sister. He will be forever loved. He will be forever uplifted, immortalized. I would love to figure out just how many black wrestlers he really impacted. How many like really like, man, when I was coming out, I studied but I also studied Ron. I would love to hear that. Like if they ever get a chance to do a deep, full dive documentary on the life of Ron Simmons, that's going to do numbers because you have to be a trailblazer. You have to be the first. You have to be one of the ones that's leading the charge. And despite everything, we probably don't know what he had to go through when it comes to this business. He never folded. He never changed his principles. He never littled down or belittled himself in no spaces. I'm as real as you gonna get. I'm that nigga, whether you want to like it or not. And the fact that we're talking about him still in 2026 says all you need to know.
Julio, what we talking about next week, man? It's your pick.
Oh shit!
I kind of SummerSlam '97 in my heart. I was talking about it earlier. Had me reminiscing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Wait, it's still Black History Month next week, or it's March already?
But you know what? Fuck it, man. It's Black History every day. It's Black History Month every day.
Julio, I thought you was frozen.
Nah, I know the technical. I was locked in. You heard? Waiting for my name to be called. Tricked you.
Gotcha. This is one of them ones, Scott.
One of them ones, man. One of them ones.
Yeah, one of one. I mean, we could do whatever, man. Let's kick it old school next week, man. Let's do something from like, I don't know, like 91 or well, damn.
You want to do 52?
I forgot we only got WWE phone.
52? You might watch that that Luthez versus Mike Roger.
All right, man. Hey, man, you can find me on
We'll talk. I was just watching a joint from 1947 this past weekend.
Hey, that's at the World War II.
How was it?
Some gentleman by the name of like Rito Romero.
Okay.
Rito Romero. He was that fiery Latin baby face. You feel me?
He probably was a Samoan.
All right.
He said, "All right."
Scotland Underwood. God bless, man. God bless. God bless. I got nothing left. We good.
You don't want none. You already know.
Season premiere.
Follow me at Heartbreak Julio Almanac Show. Locker Room League. For the whistle blow. You already know what's going on. You heard?
Already.
Season premiere. BGW this Sunday. You know what I mean? Night after Elimination Chamber, we going to slander WWE and all of his optics. We going to sit here and praise the great name of Kenny Omega, who does not run from the grind, unlike Alan Jones. You know? We're going to talk about that,
Jules.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. But yeah, please go follow the poetry, Scotland Underwood, Poetic Scotland on Twitter. All that good stuff. Yes. Books on books.
Man, my nigga.
Look. It's a family affair, man. I love y'all, man. Love y'all dearly. Love y'all for supporting my words, even if they don't make sense. You know,
and that's semantics.
They make sense to you. You the poet.
Come on.
You earned that right. Bro.
Yeah.
It's up to us to tap in with you.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
456.
Come on.
456.
What my man do when he threw up on the roof? Shout out to God.
Shout out to God.
Trust the brother, man. Trust the brother, man.
Y'all know the spiel. Support the team. D-Max Boxing Corner. Watch list.
D-Max Tequila.
Support his drink. Tequila. Support that.
That target tequila.
I need that.
Shout out to Heartbreak Julio. Shout out to the Almanac Show. Shout out to AJ Styles P, Philadelphia Low, Scotland Norwood, all that good shit.
Who the fuck is Scotland Norwood?
I messed it up. Let's keep talking, Underwood.
Scott Norton.
Say, damn, you want a branded brothers?
Come on, man.
It's funny, man.
Hey, you know what? We ain't got nothing left, man. D-Mac, do your outro, man. We ain't heard it in a while.
Need that.
Man, shit, it's your boy D-Mac Tardy, man. And we are out to my world.
We don't even need no extra shit. That's it.
Solange, I love
Season
you.
premiere, man. Sunday.